when Dajjal sees Isa, he will begin
That is
to melt
anti-Messiah,
like
okay?
salt
Isa is Jesus
dissolving in
Christ.
water. Because Dajjal knows his end has come.
Jesus
It will
Christ
be
is the
Isa,
one to
peace be
get
upon him,
out of the
who
way
delivers the final blow
anti-Messiah according
at the
to
gate of
Muslim
Lut in
eschatology.
Palestine, where truth and falsehood meet
Christian
face to
is the
face,
falsehood and Muslim
truth
is the
prevails.
truth. Okay.
Once and for all, after that, the world will see peace.
Yes, after
True
Sharia
peace,
law,
not the
submission,
false
submit
peace
to
of
Allah.
politicians, but the tranquility of divine order.
Yeah, from
Under
Allah.
the leadership of Imam Mahdi and Prophet Isa,
Again, that is
the
Jesus
earth will
Christ
pour
and
out its
Muslim
blessings.
Messiah.
Wealth will be so abundant
Oh
that no one will
no,
accept
Muslim
charity.
is going to be
Justice
so rich.
will cover the lands like never before.
That is Sharia
The
law.
Ummah will unite under one banner,
Okay,
one truth,
one word
one
order.
Lord. And the followers of Isa, the sincere among
Okay,
them, will
now
return to the truth of Islam.
Christian will be converted
The
to
lies
Islam.
written in his name will be erased.
Okay,
And the
Allah have
world
no
will
son.
remember that Isa, peace be upon him, was never the son of God but the servant of God.
Okay, now.
And when his mission is complete, Isa will live on the earth for 40 years, then pass away as a mortal man,
What
and be
a
buried next
message.
to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon them both. This is not fantasy.
What a
This is not a
message.
tale. This is destiny. Written, promised, certain. And in the year 2025, perhaps sooner, perhaps later, we may be on the very edge of witnessing the greatest chapter in human history unfold.
Yes, this could be truth, okay? I mean, the year 2025 is a very prophetic one. And again, we are living in the very prophetic moment. You see, this time we are is so prophetic. Again, the royal laws called it the time and the days of Noah and Lot, spiritually. Okay, that is the time clock we are now, and that is the era we are now. All right, now. What a message. What a message. Anyways, great things, family. Great things to every one of us. Hope we all are doing great on this wonderful, glorious, lovely, blessed day. Once again, for you and I to circle around Abba Yehovah's eternal blessed throne and to just get our soul, spirit, body, our totality, the past, right now, and future filled with Abi Yehovah's eternal divine breath. People, this is all you need. This is all the luggage you just need. This is the weapon you simply need. The divine protection, the house you need, the covering you need. It is simply the word of Abba Yehovah. People, the days are evil. Evil days are before us. How are you preparing for this new dimension, this new era we are navigating into? How are you preparing for this? The royal law should be your very stronghold. The very one that should be directing you, build your ark like this, take so and so wood, nails, and all the materials spiritually you need to build this very divine protection ground. People, this is all you need. The days are so evil. Evil days are before you and me. But how are you preparing for these evil days? Or do you want to enter these evil days by surprise? It shouldn't caught you by surprise at all. Now listen, Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 or so. Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahuwah and in the power of his might. 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahuwah, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. The days are evil, and the only material you need, it is the royal law. The days are simply evil, family. Let this, get in. Let this found a solid ground in you that the days are evil. And the only materials you need or protection you need, it is simply to hide inside the royal law, because the days are evil. Thank you, my Abba. Bless your holy mighty name. I magnify you. I lift you higher above all and all. For you alone, O Abba Yehovah, have the final say. All authority is in your hand. All power is in your hand. You are the general overseer of all. You created it all. You are the self-made one, the self-existing one, the Almighty. Oh, Shandalabo Shekerabayante. Thank you, Abba, because your glory you can't share with no one. Bless your holy mighty name that you are all we need. Your word, your spirit, your divine guidance and protection, just as like the days of Noah. Oh, that is the instruction our soul need right now. Thank you, Abba, that this you are already used to bless us. We don't lack a word, and we are not left alone, and we are not left behind. You are in our midst, of course, giving us a different kinds of guidance, direction, information in order for us to put our house in order. Thank you, Abba, that we are not left alone. Hallelujah unto you. Thank you for the entire camp of Israel. Thank you for the royal tribe. Thank you, O Abiyawa, for my brothers and sisters. We that is also going to be facing this very dark hour, evil days, will be, oh Shandalabo Sikiyaba, divinely secured, empowered by your mercy and your compassion. Thank you for our lives. In your mighty name. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, Abba. All right, now, family, we want to do what we are here today. Prior to what we just listened to, the audio we listened to, that is the eschatology of Muslim, okay? And they are not joking, okay? They are not joking. They are not joking at all. And this is what the spirit of Christian, or rather, this is what Christian is quoting in the spirit realm. And this is the reason why they want to fly away. But what pains me the more, no rapture. And what is needful, they are not aware of that. What is needful? It is for you to prepare. You fly nowhere. No rapture at all. Okay? But rather to prepare and get ready for your enemy. Okay? Get ready. Get ready. But when you are not prepared, as you are not aware of your enemy and you are not prepared, therefore they're going to be cutting you by surprise. Therefore, this will be announced unto you by surprise. It's going to be like kind of breaking news. But when you get your house in order and you prepared yourself for it, you know this is what you have been preparing for. Therefore, it won't be a surprise. Rather, you're going to be calculating 247. Because now you have already been informed. So you will not log out. You will not fade out. Though Sharia law is horrible. Sharia law is heartbreaking. So I still want us to listen to some, Muslim eschatology about Jesus. Let me tell you, Jesus is a very powerful figure in Islam. Jesus is not, Islam is not, okay, how am I going to be fixing this now? Jesus is not a stranger. Yes, that's the word. He's not a stranger in Islam. Jesus Christ is a very powerful figure that Islam is also awaiting him. I say, the days are evil. And again, the era we are is so evil. But this should have been the nature of this segment. All right? Not to frighten you, not to put fear in you at all, but to make you put your house, get you on your feet, and begin to do the needful by preparing yourself. It is a time for preparation. It is a time for preparation. Let us see it.
Can you marry Prophet Isa when he comes back? I don't
It's a
think he
husband,
wants it.
okay?
When Jesus or Prophet Isa returns to kill the Dajjal, he will live on earth for another 45 years,
What a
get
message.
married and have children. However, it won't be with any of you.
What a message. And they are not joking. You know one thing about Islam? They are very determined, okay? They are very serious. Their determination It's not from here. Okay, it's not from here at all. They are not joking. They are not joking. Not unlike Jesus in Islam, in Christendom, that say he couldn't. That is, he couldn't break it down, or rather, he couldn't differentiate from Julian's calendar and the Gregorian calendar unto his prophet or servant, the one that called himself Joshua, who blew this wind of rapture into the social media and across the four corners of the earth that connected every single thing or every one of us together. And we now begin to talk about rapture, rapture, rapture. So what did he do? First of all, he gave it unto his prophet and say, September 23rd and 24th, Christian will be no more here. There will be flew, of course, into whatever the sky. All right. So after the failed other prophecy, again, Jesus Christ now come unto his prophet and say, I was speaking about Julian's calendar, not Gregorian. But nobody's using Julian's calendar, Julian calendar. Everybody use, the entire world, use Gregorian. So what happens? Gregorian is the most, powerful calendar. And now listen. After, which is next week here, on the 7th, okay? And when that day also come, 100%, Jesus can't do nothing because Jesus Christ in the Christendom is just a joke. He's a game player. But you see, the one in Islam is the final ground, so it's going to be so serious. So whatever Islam is saying about Jesus Christ, that is final. Because Jesus Christ in Islam is going to be so serious. Okay? Very, very, very serious. It's going to be so optimistic, very serious, very determined. He's not playing no games at all. But the one in Christendom is still the one playing games. But the one in Islam, because the final goal is the final goal, is the final, battle. So yeah. Very, very
Jesus,
optimistic. Okay,
will
let me
get
stop.
married after he descends again to this earth.
That is
So
Muslim
it would have taken
eschatology,
him
okay?
thousands of years to have his soulmate in
What
this
a
life.
message. Jesus is going to
Where's
be having a
yours?
soulmate.
Here or
Wow.
there? You don't
Who
know.
could that be? Maybe
But just
Aisha.
know that Al-Wadud hasn't forgotten you.
Allah is going to be
Al-Latif is subtle.
resurrecting Aisha. It's okay. Let me stop it over here. I think it's going to be Aisha. It's saying is, or maybe it's going to be, you can pick one again, just 6 years old, okay? What a message. It's not a fairy tale, like he said. It's not just a fairy tale, but this is real. And they are very, very optimistic about this. Very, very determined. That is another one thing I love about Islam. They are not joke. They are not a joker. They are very serious. Okay? Unlike Christendom, that can't really figure out what is wrong with their prophecy. Islam, no way. Islam don't even wait for Allah. They are the one to carry out the mission. When they found any prophecy in the Quran, they just carry it out by themselves. Anyways, I quickly want to chip this in. All right. So for you to know that this very, very moment we are is a very serious one. Okay. So with this being said, let's call out the title. Thank you, Abba. I love you so much. Give you all the glory. Give you all the honor. Oh my Abba. Don't like you. Thank you for the building of the ark. None like you. Thank you for helping us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for helping us to succeed. Thank you for helping us to prevail. Thank you, Abba Yehovah, for helping us to escape the Sharia law. I thank you so much for giving us the Ruach HaKodesh and also your eternal word, King Yahushua HaMashiach. In this very moment, this is the weapon we needed. This you have already used it to bless us. We love you, Abba. Hallelujah. Thank you, Abba. All right, now, family, let's quickly do again where we are here today. Like I promised last Shabbat, yes, on the Shabbat, that this very vision that I saw, I'm going to be using it because Abba Yehovah is not a gossiper. It's not bringing, he didn't bring out this very, vision for bringing sake, but for a reason, okay? And the reason it is to use it to prepared Yahushua's bride, the camp of Israel, they that is also going to be facing the tribulation, and they that will be, entry into the ark of Noah. Okay, it is to build them, prepare them, whenever they listen to this message. Of course, they know what to do, and they know what to do with this heavenly information. All right, so is the nature of this segment. But the 64% already been given unto Allah. Sorry, they can never found anything absolutely good in a segment like this. Okay, in a holy segment like this, they can't apply. It's not applied to them. No way. Anyways, let's put in the title. Like you and I know already, title always help navigate us into holy scriptures. So let's do that, family, in his presence. Okay, here we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful message titled for you and me. Allah, PJC, aka Isa. Okay, Isa is the name of Jesus in Islam. Isa, it's also a prophet over there. Mahadin, Allah Sharia law. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 commandments, vision. Why Christian went to rapture? Plus, where is the ark of Noah? Where is Noah's ark? Is it in heaven or here on earth? Absolutely here on earth, isn't it? Revelation, excuse me, what am I saying? Genesis chapter 9, or rather take it from chapter 7, okay, 8. Now you're going to be seeing where the ark of Noah is. According to the sign, we go by the sign King Yahushua left within us. Luke chapter 17, okay, verses 26 through 31, Yahushua make it so clear that is coming is like the days of Noah and also like the days of Lot. Okay, we know these two events, okay, that took place here on earth, none was in heaven, simply here on earth. Okay, so where is that place? Maybe if there is time, if time permits, we could just elaborate a little on that. If not, I will also call out the scriptures for you to do the reading by yourself. All right, so let's do what we're here right now in his presence. Thank you, Abba. I love you so much. It's all about you, Baba. Every noise on demo, I ask, oh Yahuwah, you should silence them. Every noise on demo, silence them, and let all of them be submissive unto you, oh Abba Yahuwah. Every noise on demon, let them all be captivated in your mighty name. Thank you, my Abba. I love you so much. All right, now, family. So, first of all, no foundational scripture. So, first of all, go straight. Before I will read the brief history of the very originator of Quran, okay? But I will first of all like us to read Revelation 14, okay, verses 8 through 11. It is double wrath, okay? Double wrath. So the double wrath are the first wrath, which is the wrath of the dragon and the red dragon and the red beast. That one, Abba Yahuwah only is going to be protecting us, okay? And yes, 28% will fix it. But the wrath of Abba Yahuwah, the elect will have no part at all in it. We don't have part at all in the wrath of Abba Yahuwah. But that of Allah, the red beast, red dragon, Allah and Jesus. Allah is the red dragon, while Jesus is the red beast. That one somehow is going to be touching the people of the book. Now listen, Revelation 14 verses 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is falling, is falling. Babylon simply means chaos, confusion. It's falling, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. So the wrath of this Babylonian system, beast system, dragonic system, simply fornication. That is his wrath. Okay, we will come deeper into that. So 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark on his forehead or in his hand, 10, the same the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest night nor day, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So now, how is he going to be giving you the mark of the beast or the number of his name? It is through sexual intercourse, which is also his wrath. The wrath of the dragon, the red dragon and the red beast. And immediately after that, we now see followed by the wrath of Abba Yahuwah. And the wrath of Abba Yahuwah, it is simply the eternal link of fire. Though you are Christian, you are Jesus worshiper, lovers of lies, falsehood. But if you escape the wrath of the dragon, that is, you refuse to take the mark of the beast, I can guarantee you, through the eyes of the royal law, that you won't be having part in the link of fire, even though you're going to be killed and be slain. I think for you to still retain the little leftover in you, I think Abba Yahuwah will pardon you and throw you to the planet Mars, which also looks like this earth, because it is one final test to go. Revelation 3, verses 1 make it so clear. You think you live. It said, but you are dead already. But he said, strengthen what is left over, for it's about to die. It's about to die. So quickly, let's go back to, I don't think I'm going to, okay, the brief history. Am I going to be reading that? Okay, let's see. Since we just started, because we have a long way to go. Now, a brief history. Oh, my Abba, take absolute control. Take over my tongue and use it to the glory of your mighty name. Amen and amen. Now, listen. A brief history about Prophet the Muhammad, okay, the very one, or rather originator of Quran, as they always say, and I won't forget to say that also. May his poo and his pee be upon him, okay? Now listen, Muhammad was born in Mecca around 517 AD, okay? That is, our royal law is almost 600 years before this guy came called Muhammad, okay? And his father right away died, okay? While the mother was pregnant. While his mother was pregnant with him, his papa died. His father died, okay? His father died before he was born, and his mother died when he was about 6 years of age. They have one thing to do with number 6. We don't, okay, I just, let's leave there, okay? Let's rush to the second one, when he received the call of Allah. Now listen, when it was the night on which Allah, okay, honored him with his mission and showed him mercy on his servant, okay, thereby Gabriel brought him the command of Allah. He came to me, Muhammad is speaking, how Quranic verses came about, how Allah brought about, or the very start of Quran, how Muhammad began to receive revelations and visions from Allah. He came to me, said, the apostle of Allah, while I was asleep with a coverlet of blankets, whereon, okay, where am I reading? Did I read that religious cave? Okay, anyways, it doesn't matter. He said, okay, apostle of Allah, okay, while I was asleep, okay, with a coverlet of blanket, whereon was some written, and said, read. I said, what shall I read? That is, when the Jibril came unto Muhammad, okay, his father passed on while he was in the stomach, okay? Immediately after he was birthed, just 6 years old, his mother also died. Okay. So at age 6, Muhammad now became orphan. So obviously it's gonna be illiterate, okay, chronic one, because no father and no mother, okay, to yes, to sponsor him. So therefore, Prophet Muhammad, may his peace and his peace be upon him, was a illiterate, complete one, critical one, chronic one. Okay. Now I take it again. And the Jubreel came unto him. You know, this guy didn't go to school. And yet they were forcing him to read Quran. Okay, from the heart of Allah in their paradise. Now listen, I take it again. While I was asleep with a coverlet of bracket, whereon was some written, and said, Read. I said, What shall I read? He pressed me with it so tight that I thought I was dead. Okay, I thought it was death. Okay, because the Jubril is telling him to read and he can't read. Therefore, he strangled him that he almost passed out. Now listen, what the first one, we proceed to the second one. He let me go and said, Read the second time, okay? I said, What shall I read? He pressed me with it again, so that I thought it was death. Then he let me go and said, Read. I said, What shall I read? He pressed me with it the third time, so that I thought it was death, and said, Read. I said, What then shall I read? And this I said only to deliver myself from him, lest he should do the same to me again. So this is how revelation of Islam came about. This is the beginning of it. This is the origin of it. I just want to give you the foundational breakdown of Quran. So you see now it was so demonic. It was a demonic activities. Okay, because throughout our royal law, no one did that to us. Our Angel Gabriel never ever strangled nobody. We know this was a demon. Okay, in fact, Muhammad, if you keep reading this very brief history of Muhammad, he himself conclude in his heart that this one is a demon. Demon just revealed himself to me. It is only Khadija, his wife, okay, and his sister, and her sister, excuse me, Waraka also convinced him to say that was Angel Gabriel, yes, Jubreel, okay, that he is a prophet of Allah, that he should consider himself, being demonized, okay, being possessed, okay, by a demon. After all, that guy was so real to himself, which is Muhammad, okay, he concluded and said, this one cannot be dealing, it can't be the dealing of Almighty. This is demonic activity. But somehow, somebody, two women convinced him, make him feel good that he is a prophet, as he is a holy angel, all right, and is receiving a holy visions and revelations. Okay, with this being said, let's dig deeper. And okay, Matthew 24:24. I don't think I'm gonna be reading this. Talks about the first Messiah. Okay, let's do. But I wanna because this message I don't wanna do too. All right, now tomorrow is the last great day of the Feast of Tabernacle. But I want to do this vision that I saw, because I don't want to forget any of it. I forgot one very important one, but I put it on the list already. I don't want to forget it. So that is why I should have been doing the last great day of the Feast of Tabernacle, but I don't want to forget this vision. So I take down and I push that one to Shabbat. Though it's past already, but we are still in the celebration, okay? We are still in the celebration. So I will be taking that one on the Shabbat, the last great day of the Feast of Sukkot, okay? So we'll be doing that. So now, I don't want to do part 2 in this. So that is what I'm going to be doing, a lot of jumping. skipping scriptures, reading of scriptures. So you can do the reading by yourself. I will just give you the quotation and you can go and do the reading. But it's beautiful when I read, because there, of course, you're going to be seeing visions and revelations as well and break it down of it. Now I read Matthew 24:24. I read, for there shall arise false messiahs, is plural, okay? Plural, you see? And false prophets, all right? And shall show great signs and wonders, inasmuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Okay, the one I'm after right now, it is the okay, the messiahs, excuse me, the messiahs. Okay, why are they messiahs? Why couldn't Yahushua just say messiah, just one, to impersonate him? No, it's a rather they are a lot messiahs. Okay, false messiahs. Now the reason why Yahushua put that, you can read this. Messiahs, okay, has two affixes, two faces, two duties to be occupied, two executions to be carried out. Okay. Now, the reason why that is plural, there is a Messiah in Christianity. There is also a Messiah in Islam. And this very part is where I just read. He is not talking about Messiah of the world, from the pagan world, politicians' world, traditionals rulers' world. No. It has nothing absolutely to do with those ones. Here is speaking about, or speaking of, a religiosity Messiah. And there are two. One is here already, which is the number 6. Jesus is the number 6. And the final one in Islam, Mahadin, is the number 7. But they are together. All right. So that is why it's plural. And the reason why it's like that, this Messiah, false prophet, has, a duty, okay, to be carried out both in spiritual and also in physical. Now, I'm going to be quoting this. I'm not going to be reading it. Where is it? Galatians chapter 4, verse 22. Or should I also just quickly hold my Abba? I love reading, but this message where we are going is big, is so far, and I don't want to do two. Now listen, Galatians chapter 4, verses 22. For it is written that Abraham had 2 sons, the one by a bandmaid, the other by a free woman. 23. But he who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh. So what are we saying? But he that free, okay, after the promise. Okay, I just stopped over there. Now, he said the one that was born after the what? Flesh, by the bond slave woman. Islam mythology, or rather Islam, in Islamic world, Allah is not a father. Allah is a slave master, while every single one is a slave, okay? They have religion or system of slavery. In fact, their system is a slavery system. They said they are Allah's slave, so that now makes Allah a slave master, okay? If they are Allah's slave, wherefore Allah is a slave master. They said, 25 said, Hagar and her children. Okay, let's read. Because 22 now. And for it is written that Abraham had 2 sons, the one by a bondmaid, the other by a free woman. But he who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh, not there, okay? But he of the free woman was by promise. 24. Which things are an allegory, for there are the 2 covenants. The one from the Mount Sinai, which gendereth to bondage, which is Agar. Agar is bondage. Muslim is bondage, okay? 25. For this Agar is Mount Sinai in Arabia, the Arab, okay? And answereth to Jerusalem, which is now and is in bondage with her children. Okay, it says she is in bondage. That religion is a slavery system. And Allah is a slave master. There is absolutely no freedom over there. It said they are in bondage in Jerusalem. Okay, their mosque is over there. So now you see the place I asked you to note, which is bone of flesh. Now let us also go to the spirit. 1 John chapter Oh my but this message I don't want to do too because it's so huge. First John chapter 4 verses 1, 2, and 3. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of Yahuwah, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Hereby know ye the spirit of Yahuwah. Every spirit that confess not that Yahushua is come in the flesh is of Yahuwah. Oh, that confess that Yahushua comes in the flesh is of Yahuwah. I will also let you know what that is, okay? 3 now. And every spirit that confess not that Yahushua is come in the flesh is not of Yahuwah. And the spirit that is there, and this is that. Remember, that is a phrase. That man of sin, that serpent, that spirit. It is a thing that has an origin. Where Genesis 3. And this is that spirit of what? Anti-Messiah. What is anti-Messiah? Opposer. Okay? Opposer. Let me put a clear picture. Abba once said, keep the Shabbat day holy. Jesus Christ, no, keep Sunday holy. Allah said, no, keep Friday holy. That is how it is. Anti-Messiah, opposer. Okay? He won't allow you to keep the saying of Abba Yahuwah. Rather, he will give you his own version, like Sunday, like Friday. Okay? So it said that's okay. And this is that of anti-Messiah, that spirit of anti-Messiah, wherefore ye, oh my Father, wherefore ye have heard that it should come, and even now already is it in the world. He said, even now, even those days, over almost 2,000 years ago, the spirit of anti-Messiah is already here. So what are we saying? Laura, remember, this anti-Messiah have a spirit and he also have a flesh. Man of flesh and the spirit of anti-Messiah. He have a spirit, of course, he also have flesh. So who is a spirit? Christianity. Jesus Christ over there is the spirit of anti-Messiah. And who is the flesh of anti-Messiah? Islam. You heard what they just said. You heard it. Jesus is almost here. In fact, they are here already. Just a little thing for them to be reviewed. River Euphrates is already dried. All the signs surrounding this event are almost done. I can say just 2% to go. Just 2. 98% is already being, fulfilled here already. The days are evil. Now, it's said over there that if you don't confess, listen now, if you don't confess that Yahushua come in the flesh, he said that is the spirit of anti-Messiah again. So how do Yahushua comes in flesh? I don't think I'm going to be reading this. 1 Corinthians, no, rather. Hey, my Abba, what is this? What is this again? Anyways, let's read. It's beautiful to read. It's a very beautiful thing. Just that there's no room for that. Not much room. Hebrews chapter 10, verses 1. For the law having a shadow. Did I? Let me see. Yes. Remember where we just read 1 John chapter 4, verses 1 through 3. We see what he said over there, that if you don't confess that Yahushua comes in the flesh, therefore you are anti-Messiah, opposer. Now, John chapter 1, verses 14. And the word of Yahweh, and the word, and the word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. So it said the word of Abba Yahuwah became what? Flesh. And any spirit that confess not that Yahushua come in flesh, that spirit is what? Is an anti-Messiah. I think Christian confess that, isn't it? Okay. You will know what is flesh. Okay. It said the word now became flesh and dwelt among us. So let's see what that is, what the flesh is. John chapter 6, verses 50. This is the bread which cometh down from heaven, that a man may eat thereof and not die. 51. I am the living bread which come down from heaven. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever. And the bread that I will give is my flesh. And what is the flesh? The word of Abewana became flesh, is the flesh, which I will give for the life of the world. 52. The Yehudim therefore, grumble among themselves, saying, how can this man give us his flesh to eat? Is it teaching cannibalism? Listen, 53. Then Yahushua said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, except ye eat my flesh, except ye eat the flesh of the Son of Man, and drink his blood, ye have no life in you. 54. Whoso eats my flesh and drink my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. 55 now. For my flesh is meat indeed, and my blood is drink. He that eat my flesh and drink my blood dwell in me, and I in him. As the living Father has sent me, and I live by the Father, so he that eats me, even he shall live by me. I think I'll be stopping over there. You can keep reading. And this is the bread which come down from heaven, not as your fathers did eat manna and are dead. He that eats of this bread shall live forever. So he was making it so clear. It is not literal bread. So what is this flesh? I'm sorry, I always on fasting. I'm very healthy because fasting is good for the body also. Not only to lose weight, not only to be empowered spiritually, but also to be fit, okay? To be fit. So now you see. So what is his flesh and what is his blood? So now we can go to Hebrew chapter 10 have that answer for you and me. Hebrews chapter 10 verses 1. For the shadow of my father, what is going on? For the law having a shadow of good things to come. And I will just hang it over there. It said the law have a shadow of better one to come. So now you are your shadow, and your shadow is sealed. And the word of Abiwana became flesh in that dwell among us. And anyone that say Yahushua did not come in flesh, that is the word of Abiwana did not come in flesh, he said that spirit is an antichrist. Mark it, okay? Now, though Christian confess that, but what is Christian? How is Christian opposing that Yahushua come in the flesh? What is the flesh and the blood? You must eat the both together. It is the Old Testament. The Old Testament is his body. And the New Testament is his flesh, blood. And you must blend both together. And Christians said Jesus destroyed it. That is how they became an opposer. Jesus destroyed the law. Have you heard that? That's why they are not under law. Though they keep law, Babylonian law, but they don't keep the law of Abba Yehoah, the rules and regulations of Abba Yehoah. They said Jesus destroyed it on the cross. Are you getting that? They said Jesus do away with it. They are not under law. They are not under the flesh of Yahushua HaMashiach. Neither are they also under his blood. Because if you don't have the flesh, you cannot have the blood. And Yahushua is the law. He said the law have a shadow. You are your shadow. You cannot cut yourself from your shadow. And the law have a shadow. The word of Abba Yehoah is a shadow. And the better one is the blood that consummates all. Is the blood of consummation. And Yahushua said this is the real food and this is the real drink. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verses 23 to 33. Also, go and read it. He said you eat. He said because you couldn't design the body. When you are taking Holy Communion, which is the symbol, the bread and the wine. He said you couldn't design that this is the body of Yahushua. You could it, and you take it on the worldly manner. Therefore, say you now bring damnation to yourself. You drink condemnation, you eat condemnation. And he said many of you fell sick, while some slept. They slept over there. It is simply mean death because you take the word of Abba Yehoah on the worldly manner. And that is the royal law judgment, penalty. Romans chapter 6, verses 23. He make it so clear the wages of sin is there. What is sin? Breaking the royal law. He said that is why many of you fell sick. That is, demon overpowered you. And sleep over there, you died. Demon killed you. It is the law. Okay. So I quickly want to put that before we keep doing what we hear today. Oh my but there's still more. I think I'm going to be talking. So these people, Christianity, that is breaking the royal law, they are not doing it intentionally. Okay, they are doing it unaware. Should we be ready there? Okay, hey my Abba, I don't want to do two. Anyway, I don't just want to do two. 2 Thessalonians chapter 7, I read, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already at work. Okay, now we know what is iniquity. What is sin? Breaking the royal law. Matthew 7, okay, I think we're going to be ready that. We see that this very iniquity is being done in the mystery. They are not aware. It's a mystery the way they are doing it. That's why I keep saying that Jesus Christ in Christianity is a mystery. Is a mystery. Okay. Now let me read the other part. I read Thessalonians. Okay, Matthew. Yes, Matthew chapter 7. Matthew chapter 7. We are going a very long way. We are going far, far. This message is huge, and I don't want to do two. But I quickly want to break this down for you to understand what I'm saying. I'm giving you the, foundational breakdown for you to easily, digest it and decode it. Now listen, Matthew 7:21. Not everyone that said unto me, Adonai, Adonai, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Which one is his way? From Genesis way to Revelation. Put on the whole armor, for the days are evil. 22. Many will say unto me that day, Adonai, Adonai, have we not prophesied in thy name, and cast out devils in thy names, and do many wonderful works in thy name? Now listen. See the miracle that we are doing. 23. And then will I prophesy unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye workers of iniquity. Remember this iniquity that they are doing, it is simply what? In a mystery. And Jesus in Christianity is a mystery. But the Jesus in Islam, you can't really describe how the spirit looks like. And that could be a mystery, but you can describe how the flesh look like. So this very Messiah have a spirit, and he has also flesh. And the flesh is Islam, and the spirit is Christianity. Jesus in Christianity is the spirit and is a mystery. Okay? Now you see, you are doing all these wonderful works, but in the mystery, so in workers of iniquity. And you thought it was a miracle. He said, no, it is mystery. You are doing iniquity in the mystery. So if Yahushua don't know them, a Messiah knew them. So the Messiah that knew them, it is Jesus Christ, the spirit of Antichrist. Okay, I read that already. Okay, I will be doing the reading of this. I will not let go. So we see already what it is. Okay, the royal law. You can read 1 John chapter 3, verses 4. The only definition for sin, it is simply breaking the royal law. Okay, let's see what Allah has to say concerning this breaking of the royal law. Now listen, Sahih Muslim, book 2749, number 2749. Okay, that is the Sahih Muslim, is their book, very, very most trusted collection of Islam. Now listen, by him, Muhammad want to swear now, by him in whose hand is my life, if you were not, okay, to commit sin, Allah won't sweep you out of existence, and he won't replace you, with those people who won't commit sin and seek forgiveness from Allah, and he won't have pardoned them. Now listen, a holy Yahweh said, thou shalt not sin. Filthy Allah said, you must sin. And what is he? Breaking the royal law. So Christian, the mystery, workers of iniquity, breaking the royal law in the mystery, okay, unaware, in the mystery that a wicked spirit has already infiltrated them, infiltrated them, show himself, okay, as a Messiah, and they knew it not. So they break the royal law in the mystery, workers of iniquity. Iniquity simply means lawless ones. You are lawless. Like you are lawless, okay? Now Allah said, in his own, you must break the law. And he said, if you don't do that, I'm going to be replacing you with another. He said, it will sweep you out of existence. So what is that saying unto you? I'm still giving you Quranic foundational breakdown, okay, before we start narrating this vision. So Allah said you must sin. So what a responsible God, which responsible God that's going to be saying that you must break my law? What kind of God is that? What is that telling you? Is any bell ringing? Are you not catching any revelation that this is indeed the one that breaks the royal law in Genesis 3? Teaching people exactly the same way today. You heard from their eschatology, from their imam, from their ministers, what they are saying. So like I said, Jesus is a very powerful figure. Islam can't do without Jesus, and neither do Allah do without Jesus. Okay? They are awaiting Jesus powerfully in Islam. All right? So I read that already. 1 John chapter 3. Okay, yes, I quote it already. Chapter 3, verses 4. Simply mean breaking the royal law. Okay, that's it. Breaking the royal law. Revelation 30. What do we have to do? 17. What else is going on over there? All right, yeah, correct. We want to start now. So after we have done this, therefore, okay, let me also read, but I quoted it already. Is there any need to read? 1 John chapter 4. Excuse me, 3. I'm sorry, chapter 3. 1 John chapter 3. Now listen, let me read. Whosoever committed sin transgress also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. That's it. That is what is called sin. And Allah said you must sin. And he said, I'm going to remove you fast, sweep you out of existence. And he will replace you with the people that will sin. That is, he is going to replace you with the people that's going to be breaking the royal law. Okay. And they're going to be asking for mercy. And he will pardon them. What sense? What sense? What sense? Allah, can you help me make it make sense? You say you are holy, then you want people to practice iniquity to see, in other words, to know how merciful you are. It doesn't make sense, Allah. Of a sure word, he doesn't. You are not making no sense. Come on now. You are not making no sense. Now let's proceed. Revelation 13. I want to read now. I want to speak now to the word with the tongues of fire through this very unique vision Abiyawa caused me to see that passed through my head. Passed through my head. It was a huge one. Revelation 30 verses 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up. This is the red beast, okay? Rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. Jesus is a blasphemy. Jesus is a pork. Is unclean. Now listen, I'm not after doubt. I'm after the beast that rise out of the sea. Remember, sea, water, isn't it? He said, this beast came out from water. Water. Now, what is water according to the royal law? Revelation 17:1. And Revelation 17 verses 1. And there came one of the 7 angels who hath these 7 vials, and taught with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Can we unravel what is water? Remember, a beast came out from water. Let's go to verses 15 now and see how the angel, break it down for Yehukanan, the revelator, what that waters is, whereby the great hall sat upon this very water. Now 15. Taking our rest upon this water. Now listen. Verses 15 now. Revelation 17:15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the hall sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Is that clear? All right, now Angel break it down already for you and I. So we see where the great hall seated was a water, was people, excuse me, that water was people, language, tongues, and all the nations, okay? Now, let's go back to Revelation 13. From whence the beast came out from, this is the red beast, okay? Came out from a very, mighty sea. And as he surfaced, and he was not having name of blasphemy. Who is it blaspheming? Heaven. If you read the Revelation 30 verses 8, it says he blasphemed all heaven. Now listen. And prior to this very, where I just read, he has two beasts. One came out from the water and the other one came out from the earth. We will also read there later on. Okay. So now, what is it saying? Jesus came out from Christianity and is about to enter Islam. Oh, let's read. Come on, let's read. Let's read. Revelation 13. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads. And Jesus Christ, Christianity is the 6th head, okay? Islam is the 7th. That is the end. That was why they keep saying that Quran is the last revelation. Muhammad is the last prophet. Yes, it's the last prophet and the last revelation and the last religion. It is Benuari. It is down. It is now just do the final ego. Eternity is about to set in, and we are in the very prophetic moment. And again, evil days, Sharia law, are before us. Now I read. And I stand upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon, which is Allah himself, gave him his power and his seat and great authority. What is our title, people? What is our title? Let's go back to our title. Allah is the authoritative power, is the commandment. Always remember here. Allah, PJC, aka Isa, Mahadin, Allah, Sharia law. Number 5 is from 1 to 5, commandment vision. Why Christians want to run away? Because Christian is foreseeing it. They caught it in the vision. They caught it in the spirit that a dreadful thing is about to fall on them. Who are you running to? Who is going to rescue you? You can also run to the one that said, I'm going to slay you. And you also run to that very person for a divine protection. It doesn't make sense. Help me now. Make it make sense, PJC. Now listen, let's read. Verse 3 now. And I saw, it said the dragon gave this beast that came up from the earth, from the water, from the sea. It said power. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat. Seat is to sit down and rule. And great authority. Not be small, not be here. I said that Jesus Christ in Islam is coming as a radical Muslim. Now listen, 3. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death. Jesus Christ in Christianity is already gone. And his deadly wound was healed. Oh, the word wounded after the beast. How did it got healing? Through Allah intercession. Through the red dragon. Okay, the red dragon gave him, he honors him right away. He resurrected him back. This message is huge. I don't know what I'm going to do for. And the dragon, and they worshipped the dragon. So people, Allah is going to be receiving worship through Jesus, and they worshipped. You heard already from their eschatology. Shall we play there again? And the great and they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, "Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with the beast?" Remember, in their eschatology, where we just read, whereby they said Jesus is the one to get out of the way the anti-Messiah. Can I blow you off? That anti-Messiah, it is Yahushua. According to Islam eschatology, they say this very anti-Messiah won't submit to Allah, and the people also with him won't submit to Allah. And they said this very anti-Messiah is going to be so wealthy, is going to be so powerful that it's going to be causing things to grow overnight. When I listen to their eschatology, their versions about the anti-Messiah, I said, this is my Yahushua they are talking about. And they said Jesus is the one to get out of the way Yahushua. How is Jesus going to be getting out of the way Yahushua? The little truth Christian knew about Yahushua himself is the Son of Yahweh, is Almighty himself. He was dead, buried, and resurrected. These five pillars, come on now. That Jesus in Islam is going to get it out of Christianity. And this is how he gets Yahushua out of the way. For Christian to be converted unto Islam, for Christian to adopt the Jesus Christ in Quran, the Jesus Christ of Muslim. That is how he gets Yahushua, because to them, Yahushua is an anti-Messiah. And Christian, you are still holding on to his teaching of the cross, the Son of God, and this and that. Oh no, you must die. And they said Jesus is the one to do that. And they're not because they say so. That is what it is. It is what it is. Exactly what it is. That's it. Now, 4, okay, I think I read, okay, the son is going to be making war. Come on now, Yahushua is going to take you. You will be taken by the horns. Listen, holy prophets, when they saw Yahushua, none of them retain strength. All of them go down. People that obeyed him, when they see the phenomena, how magnificent Yahushua is, all of them go down. Talk less of you. You feel the one. Go and see that. I think. Okay, 5 now. And this was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemous. And power was given unto him to continue for 42 months. That is Sharia law. 3.5 years. 3.5 years. And he opened his mouth, he blasphemed against Yahuwah, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle. And then that door is going to oh no, the truth, you know, oh no, everything is going to be gone. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have what ear, let him hear. So let's pause over there. We will still return back here. So you see the functioning system. Okay, let's quickly rush down to the second beast. Now listen, 11 now. And I heard another beast, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth. And what? He had 2 hands like what? Lamb, and he speak as what? Dragon, another authority of Allah. So what are you saying? Are you cutting a glimpse? Are you getting a revelation? So this is the 2 beasts. So this is my vision. The vision is huge. Okay, let me see if there's still anyone to do before I started narrating the very number 1. Okay. Yeah, Jesus is the head beast. PGC is the number 6, okay? Sharia law, mark of the beast. All right now. Okay, so, okay, we still have little touch to do. Now, okay. So I would like to read this first before I started narrating the vision. I will narrate point 1, is commandment, then we will read. We'll narrate, we'll pause, we'll read, okay? Because that is the nature of the vision. Abayawa gave it, to enlighten the people of the book in preparation, because our enemy is almost here. All right, it's almost here. It's almost here. Like me, I'm well fortified. We're ready, and we're prepared. I'm of, me. I have plan A and plan B. I don't stuck with plan A. I stuck with B. What is the A? Yahushua said, I should count myself worthy to escape Sharia law. But if I didn't find myself worthy to escape Sharia law, then I would just tune in. I would just, tune into plan B. I would just tune in. I will just switch right away without delay to plan B. Then what is my plan B? I'm going to be praying to Abba Yahuwah to give me the sufficient grace to be beheaded. Never to renouncing. That is my plan B. So I'm not a microwave believer. That is going to be, call it the fire extinguisher to, before fire will enter us, before we begin to call it. No, I have my fire, fire extinguisher already. It's here. That when fire, before it flip up, I will just press the button. The water will quench that fire. You can't even burn. You can't burn nothing in me. No way. No way. I prepared. And that is the glory of the 5 wise virgins. Prepared. And it's the nature of this segment for you to also get ready. So what was the place? Psalms. So let's quickly do that, because this put us, all of us in the entire world, on the street. Now listen. Psalms chapter 19, verses 1. The heavens declare the glory of Yahuwah, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day utter speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. We know what ruled the day, the great sun, and we also know what ruled the night, the moon, and they are speaking. Our solar system, our galaxy, they are ministering. In this vision, all of us gave them our attention, because a lot, too many information, we're just going on. Remember, next week, it is the Antas moon, the full moon, the super moon. They call it super moon. It's the full moon. Remember, Jesus shifted his ascension, or rather rapture, to that very day of Anta moon. And who is moon? It is Allah, the lunar people. Sorry now. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. The entire world, where all of us, in fact, I don't know what connect every one of us here. It was the phenomenon that was going on in the cloud, okay? All of us that event pulled all of us out of our comfort zone and put us outside. We now begin to gaze at the cloud, all of the entire world. Our head was raised up to the cloud. 4. Their line is gone out through all the earth. We said this event is the entire world, and they are west to the end of the earth. End of the world. And this vision, we also see the end of the world. Oh my Abba. This is huge. This is really huge. The end of the world. Verses 4. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and they are west to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle. Okay, for the sun. All right, now you see already. Quickly want to put that in. We'll still put some more. Okay, we'll still put some more. Before I started narrating the number 1, Allah's commandment. Okay, you see now what put us all on the street. Okay, now I'm going to be reading Revelation chapter 12. It was a great sign, okay? It was a great sign. Oh my Abba. This is huge. This is really, really deep. Whoo! Shandarabo Sekeyaba. Oh, Yahuwah, it is all about you. Help your children. Thank you, we have already been helped. Sufficient grace is our crown. In this very era we are. So I read Revelation 12:1. Therefore, Where am I? Revelation 12:1. Therefore, what is rejoicing? Okay. I wanted to say what is going on here. It said the woman and the dragon. Listen now. Revelation 12:1. And the woman and the dragon, a great and wondrous sign appeared in heaven. NIV. The woman and the dragon, a great and a wondrous sign appeared in heaven. A woman clothed with the sun, with the moon, this is the literal moon, okay, under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant and cried out in pain as she was about to give birth. Now listen, then another sign appeared in heaven. Are you getting this? So this was the sign. What was going on in the cloud was the sign. Two signs appear. That of Abba Yahuwah and that of the great dragon, okay, appeared in the heaven. So now I want to start narrating the vision. Let me see if there's still another scripture. Where is it? Revelation 12. Now where? All right, now, so I think we are done. Okay, Hebrews. Okay. Okay, Revelation. Okay, Revelation 6:1-8. All the four living creatures keep calling unto you and me. Come and see. When he break the fourth seal, come and see. He break the second seal. Come and see. He break the third seal. Come and see. When he break the fourth seal, come and see. A sign is happening in our solar system. Now let's see what Abba Yahuwah did. I want to read now. Hebrews chapter 12. Hebrews chapter 12. My Abba, this message is huge, but I will be doing jump and pass. I think I'm trying already because I'm ready. 25 and 26. I read. See that ye refuse not him that speaketh, for if they escaped not who refused him that spake on earth, much more shall not we escape, if we turn away from him that speaketh from heaven. 26. Whose voice then shook the earth, but now he hath promised, saying, Yet once more I will shake not only the earth, but also heaven. What is in the heaven? Our solar system. Abba Yahuwah is shaking a lot of things over there for you and I to see. Are you seeing the preparation? Revelation 6:1-8. Where Yahuwah was breaking the seal. Read Revelation 5. Him alone found worthy to take the screw and break the seal thereof. And when he took the seal, what happened? What was he revealing? The movement of anti-Messiah, the opposer. Anti-Messiah simply means the opposer. Like I just illustrated. Abba Yahuwah said, keep the Sabbath day holy or Shabbat day holy. Jesus Christ said, no, keep Sunday holy. Allah said, no, keep Friday holy. So that is just the picture. Okay, is that clear? Of course, it's clear. That is very, very clear. Now, he is calling unto you. Come and see. So now in this vision, I want to start narrating how or what put all of us on the street, what put all of us, the entire world, because they said this event understood by every single language, speech on earth, okay? It traveled throughout the ends of the earth. Now we were in this vision, okay? I saw this vision last week, okay? That was why I quickly put it down. It was a Friday, isn't it? Oh my Abba. I quickly narrated. No, of Shabbat, yes. I quickly narrated so that I don't forget it. So now listen, I want to start the narration of the vision. All of us, okay, Revelation 12. Okay, so number one, all of us, we are just on the street. I don't know what put us out and put us on this street, but a lot was going on in our solar system, like kind of the cloud want to descend on us, like kind of fire want to consume us, like kind of wind want to blow us away, like kind of, when you see different, the cloud was just changing sight. It would take from here, give us another sight, And the information was so huge, very heavy on us, to process. All of us give our attention to this very movement in the cloud. So all of a sudden, we were still focusing on the cloud. None of us were in our house any longer, or in our house any longer. All of us being pulled out of our room and on the street, looking, gazing at the sky, cloud, because it was displayed different kind of sight of fire. Because this was a part I also forgot, because it's like the cloud want to descend. Okay, so we were just seeing, but later on, it's like it also shifted away. Another thing again, we were just confused, trying to process the sight we are beholding on a cloud. All of a sudden, a voice spoke from the east, Middle East, from Jerusalem, because we all are already on the street. None of us was inside house any longer. Everybody, every single one. I think they said that the earth is 8 billion souls, or rather over 8 billion souls. Okay, now, every single over 8 billion souls was on the street in this vision. Was just on the street. Okay, in this vision. So all of a sudden, a voice spoke from the east, Middle East, Jerusalem precisely, and we never knew, but that was where the voice came from. Then I began to understand that what we were looking up to in the sky called us to every single one of us that I am no more in the sky. I'm already with you here on earth in the land. So now I'm going to be using this language because it's first time for me to hear this kind of filthy language from a filthy deity indeed that loves sin, encourages sin, teaching people how to sin, to be filthy, in order for him to display how merciful he is. Allah, help me make it make sense, the meaning of this nonsense. You are holy, isn't it? According to your word, I give it to you. What did you persuade us, encourages us to sin? And why did you threaten us that if we did not sin, you will wipe us out and replace us with the people that's going to be doing that in order for you to forgive? Why? But you say you are holy. But your wife is crying night and day, be thou holy, because I am holy. Be thou holy. These little children, they make me regret of ever creating them. These little children, come back unto me, return from your backsliding. He keep saying that, keep the royal law holy. Don't break my rules and regulations. For the wages of sin is what? Death. But Allah said the wages of sin in his own case, it is mercy / compassion. Mr. Too Good. Mr. Tolerance. I can tolerate your nonsense. But I'm going to make it to be nonsense. I'm going to make it to be stupid in your own eyes. But if afterwards, I will be the Mr. Too Good unto you. Now let's come back to the Jerusalem. Now I will be using this tongue. I will also read it from Google, how Google break it down for me. Though I know what that language, filthy language is, but I want more liberation, more breakdown from the English word. So we were still gazing. All of a sudden, we heard his voice from the east, from the Middle East, that called to the entire world, and his voice was commanding. It was like a net that caught all of us together. It was like a dot that connected all of us together. It was like a wind that blew all of us attention unto him. Now, this was the voice we heard from Jerusalem. He said, hey, you all. I'm not an American. I'm sorry. Because he spoke the American language. He used the American tonation. He spoke like an American. He spoke. Allah was speaking like an American guy. He said, hey, you all. You know how they will say it? Me, I'm breaking my own because I am not an American. Anyhow, I speak this nonsense, fucky. Just take it like that because Allah brought me to this. Now he said, hey, you all motherfucker. Get the fuck out of this fucky land. If you mess with me, I blow off your fucky head. And this is the language I heard. As soon as we heard this, hey, you all motherfucker, get the fuck out of this fucking land. If you mess with me, I blow off your fucking head. Now listen, everything is this dream from Allah was fucking. Okay? It's first time I'm using this language. Pardon me, people. It's not in my words. It's not in my vocabulary. I have never done such. But this vision make me outdoors. So I will be reading, hey, you motherfucker. Get a fuck out of this fucking land. If you mess with me, I will blow off your fucking head. Now listen, I'll Google it. See how Google break it for me. The sentence, hey, you motherfucker, get a fuck out of this fucking land, is a very aggressive. This is how Google break it, English word, break it down for me. So, it is a very aggressive and insulting command for someone to leave an area, vacate. Allah said we should vacate. Okay, vacate everything you know. He said immediately, vacate everything you know immediately. It issues multiple strong expletives, motherfucker, fuck, fucking, to express extreme hunger, hostility, and a forceful demand for the person's departure. This is how English word break it for me. A forceful demand that we should leave. He said, hey, you motherfucker, get the fuck out of this fucking land. If you mess with me, if you're not going to be taking my instruction, because now I can digest what he was saying. If you're not going to be teaching my instruction, I'll blow off your fucking head. So when he said this word, every one of us gave our attention. It was like a whirlwind that connect all of us together. What? When all of us turn around, give our face. First of all, we gave our attention to the cloud. Now the person is no more in the cloud. He has already descended. Now he's sitting in his throne, Dome of the Rock, in the mosque, in Jerusalem. Okay, this message is heavy. Okay, I would also like to illustrate. This is what I put together. This is Allah. This is Isa, Jesus. This is Mahdi. But this picture, this one, I took it from Google anyways. Allah here in the middle, this was how they sat in that throne. Then Allah was in the middle part. Jesus was at his right hand. Mahdi was at his left hand. And this Allah here was taller and was also bigger. When all of us turn around to see where that voice is coming. So in a nutshell, Allah is just letting you and I know that he is no more in the cloud. Okay, you know, Hunter's Moon could be the final. As we also heard from the Imam, ministry, the ways of Allah. Okay, we just heard from him that 2025 is a prophetic one. Okay, it says soon, and whatever. So I would also like to put another one because they are of one mind. They are just acting the same way.
Guys, the rapture is still in 10 or 11 days on September 23rd
I would
and
like us to
24th
play
this
this
year
first.
of the Julian calendar. That's why I say it's still on September 23rd and 24th, guys. On
Julian's
our Gregorian
calendar,
it'll
Jesus
be on
was not
October 6th
informed.
and 7th. Side note, please don't say that 6-7 meme if you can anymore. It's
So after this
definitely
Julian
demonic
calendar also
manifestation
Jesus will
of
run
the
to
rapture. It
now
will be on the 6th or the 7th. Guys, I've already explained
Egypt,
a bunch
no,
of
not
time on
Egyptian,
my newest
Ethiopia
videos of why
calendar,
it's gonna
because
be
those
in
one,
10 or 11 days on the 6th or the 7th, or you could call
they
it the
are in
23rd and 24th of
2018.
September, Julian calendar. The
So
calendar
7
Jesus
years
used. Now look
backward.
at this testimony that my friend shared with me, pretty much explaining all that's going on with the mocking and scoffing of the situation, how the rapture really is going to be on the full moon of the 6th
How I
and the 7th
pity
of
for
October,
you,
which is the
because you will
23rd
be
and 24th of
disappointed
September.
next
And
week.
look at all that he has to say about it. Guys,
Nothing.
we're
Jesus
going
can
home.
rapture
And the
nobody.
24th, I had this very profound prophetic
listen.
dream that I asked for from the Lord.
On the 24th,
And,
okay,
in
that
dream,
was
I
the day
in
they're
my
supposed
house,
to vacate the earth.
and there were tons of people going
That was why
going
people want
crazy,
to run
like
away.
trying to build themselves up and prepare
They
for the
heard the
apocalypse
voice of
and gain
Allah
defenses
in
for
their
what is to
spirit.
come. And I was just walking in peace with the Lord and telling them that, you know, this event is soon to happen. Like, is the apocalypse, the rapture, all of these things are very soon, right around the corner. And So
Everybody
during the
is
whole
seeing
dream,
it.
I was telling everybody that. Nobody believed me. Everybody was scoffing and mocking me. And at the very end of the dream, just to make it simple, I was sitting outside with my mom and my dad, who I haven't seen in many years, and we were looking at the sun and the moon in the sky at the same time. And the moon was full.
Guys, quick little note. He
This
said
is our
the moon
vision.
is
This is my
full.
vision.
And
Everybody
what
heard
kind of
this on
moons
the
are going to
spot.
be on the 6th and the 7th? That's right, a full moon. And what does Psalm 81 verse 3 say about the Feast of Trumpets? Blow the horn at the new moon and our solemn feast
But
day on the
you're gonna
full
be so
moon.
heartbroken
Guys,
next week.
we're going home.
Jesus can't
And
do
during
this.
this time, something
You can't have
unzipped
anybody.
next to the sun, and it appeared to be Jesus. And he took all the fire away from the sun and whipped it like a whirlwind around.
Woohoo!
And as that happened, I was telling my mom, like, turn around and look. And she was scared to, but as soon as she did, and my dad did at the same time, my dad said, you're going home. And I said, we're going home. And then I woke up in the middle of the night, and I had this ringing right in the middle of my forehead, so super duper loud. And in my ears, all I could hear was, you're going home, you're going home.
The crown of glory will be given to
You're gonna be so downcast, because you are this guy just too into. But I understand, but this is how faith should have been working, because this is his own faith. Okay, you see how he hold it so tight. Okay, anyways, now did you hear what he said? That the moon and the sun, and Jesus was also there, and Jesus now took the fire away from the sun, and he whipped, he whipped the sun. I shouldn't have been playing this first. I will be playing this again in the first commandment, because now it is his voice that caught our attention. Oh, I made a mistake. Anyway, I will replay it again. Let's just leave it for now. I intended to play this video in the the first commandment. Okay, we are still working with the voice of Allah. Okay, that preceded, issued out of Jerusalem from the mosque. Okay, from the Dome of the Rock mosque in Jerusalem, in the holy city, is already there. They are there already. Whoo, this is heavy. It's really, really heavy. Okay, now listen. We are working with the voice. The voice. Okay. Now it said, how did I Google? Should we take that Google? Because there's a Google breakdown. Google account. Goggle. Come again, I need you. And now listen. Say the sentence, hey you, motherfucker, get a fuck out of this fucking land, is a very aggressive and insulting command for someone to leave an area immediately. It issues multiple strong expletives. Now, Google is telling us that how he issued this word. Okay, he said it's a very aggressive one. Extreme. Okay, let me take it again. The sentence, hey you, motherfucker, get a fuck out of this fucking land, is a very aggressive and insulting command for someone to leave an area immediately. It issues multiple strong expletives. Motherfucker, fuck, fucking, to express extreme anger. Allah is so anger. The brutality of Allah. The brutality of Allah. All right, let's proceed. Extreme anger, hostility, and a forceful demand for the person departure. So now let's read Revelation. You heard already. God will break it down for you and I already, what that language actually means. Extreme anger. So let's confirm that. Hey, you motherfucker, get the fuck out of this fucking land. It is Allah language, or not mine. This is what I saw, heard from a supposed holy God. Now, Revelation 12, verses 12. Also, listen. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwells in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great what? Wrath, extreme anger, aggressive, insulting, having great what? Wrath, because he kneweth that he had but a short time. What is their short time? The number 7. Christian is the number 6. Islam is the number 7, which is the end. It is over. It is finished. Eternity about to set in. Immediately after Islam, eternity set in for every one of us. Now listen, 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast into the earth, he persecutes the woman which brought forth the male child. Yes, I have plan B. Not just A alone, I have plan B. If it doesn't work out, I switch into the plan B. We're going to be persecuted. We're going to be beheaded. Okay? That is true. Not because Islam says so. Because they said this, the Jah, which is the anti-Messiah, they said he will not, it's written in his forehead, rebellion. They say, oh, forehead is written, rebellion, don't convert to Allah. He said, we, that is also, if that is follower of Yahushua, it's also written on our forehead, rebellion, that we shouldn't convert to Islam. For that reason, they're going to behead us. So, it has but a short time, very, very short time for eternity to set in. So that's why it's so aggressive. And that was why his voice was so loud, commanding. His voice swept all of us together. Now, Second Thessalonians. Hey, my father, this message is huge. You sure I'm going to be titling this part 1? Hey. Oh, to Rugbeck. I don't see something today. Okay, now. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. What is going to be ushering in falling away first? Sharia law. Christians is going to be so confused. Christian is going to be so worn out. Christian is going to be so devastated. Christian is going to be so, ha. And say, what? Our Jesus is a Muslim? And Jesus in Muslim is the actual way? Not the one who know? So the Jesus is not the Son of God? Is a slave of Allah, Allah's servant? What? And he is not the one that goes to the cross? Judas did? How? They're going to be so confused. Because that is Babylonian. Babylon simply means confusion. Now listen. Verses 4. No, I'm still on 3. Let no man deceive you. Muhammad is coming. Jesus is coming to deceive, okay? Mahdi, not Muhammad. Allah is all 3 I saw. Okay. Let me first of all read, then I will not tell you how they turn against me. Okay, now let's read first. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin. What is sin? Breaking the royal law is a man phrase. Genesis 3, that man, a thing that has an origin, is directing you back to where it came from, where he started breaking the royal law. Go back there. He's still doing exactly the same thing. He's not going to tell you, okay, the word of Abayyawa is not truth, but he's going to be giving you his own counsel. This is what I feel. And how do you see it? And you're going to be discussing the word of Abayyawa, and by so doing, he will cast spell on you, and you will take his own version of Bible breakdown. That is how he's been doing it. So, except there come first, falling the, except there for, okay, where is that? Okay. Except, where is it now? There come a falling away first. And that man of sin be revealed. It's going to be revealed. Wow. I said the Jesus Christ, the Jesus Christ in Christianity is a mystery. It's inside water. And you're not going to be seeing the deep ocean, isn't it? It's not going to be so clear. It won't be clear. But when it come out from the sea and stand in the stand in the dry ground, it's wow. Christian is going to fled, but it's going to capture all of you. Listen, revealed the son of perdition. So this one is Christian own ideology. Jesus is the son of God. Or in Islam, Allah have no son. So for you to know, this Jesus here is that of Christianity. Now listen, for who oppose and exalt himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he has God, sat in the temple of Yahuwah, showing himself that he is God. That's it. All of us give attention. He make us see, not in the Temple Mount or in the Wailing Wall, but right in the mosque. Allah. And the mosque now became so open. There was no secret any longer in the mosque. Yes, the Dome of the Rock Mosque. So it was so opened. The door was so opened. Everything we have seen by over 8 billion souls, as we saw, all of us guess, with a very confused face, with our face being downcast, with a threat, or how am I going to be fixing this word? Such a great panicky, because no one can say the sight of Allah. There you will say you retain, you are not afraid of your life. Let me see if there's still another scriptures. Is it number one? Oh no, Okay. So all of us were so terrified. Okay. So all of us were so terrified, okay, as soon as we gave heed unto the voice, because this voice just called to all of us, stop looking to the cloud, we are here already. In the cloud, we were just saying, hello, people, we're almost here. But now we are out of the cloud, we join already with you. Look to us where we are. From this very place, our commandment is going to be, coming out one after the other. So as soon as we saw, everybody was grabbed seriously with such a great fear and great panicky. And people started running. All of us, we ran for our life. Meanwhile, while we were running, before we run, we were still confused about the huge sight we are seeing, about the very, sight we were looking at. We were confused. Therefore, Anna picked it up. Anna began to speak. Because they did not introduce themselves, I were the one who unlocked these three main mysteries. Who are they? Therefore, Anna began to talk to people. Hey, Allah is here. Hey, this is Allah. Hey, Allah is here. The one that is at the right hand, it is Jesus, Isa. They call him Prophet Isa. This is Prophet Isa. And you also see the one at his left hand. That is Mahadin, the Islam Messiah. That is Mahadin. They are here to torment us. They are here to convert us to Islam. They are here. As soon as I unlocked, as soon as I unraveled the mystery of these three men, over 8 billion souls fled for their lives. We ran, me including me. There's nothing, no words in me to illustrate how great was the panic in that vision. I don't have no words at all to illustrate it, but put yourself in it, where you are, in some circumstances that surround you. You don't know how to navigate away. First of all, when that circumstances surface, how you going to be panicky? Because you don't really know how to figure it out. You don't really know how to navigate your way out. First of all, confusion. But all of us fled. As soon as I unlocked. So when we fled, these two God, as soon as you heard from what we just listened to, that Prophet Isa, this is Isa, Prophet Isa, your Jesus, okay? This is Mahdi, Islamic Messiah, okay? As soon as Allah, Allah does stress. I wonder the peace agreement, not the Allah, not the Allah I saw. Now, two of them just disappeared from Jerusalem. We were running for our lives, for our dear life. So before two of them appeared. Where we gather again, after we fled away from the very sight of that dreadful three, or rather satanic, Trinity. Three men, okay, three wise men from Babylon. Hey, three. All right now, fine. They just appeared again in our midst, in our circle. Okay, not by a flight, not by a car, and not by, walking, not by any means, but by the mist of the wind, being carried, and they landed in our midst. Oh my Father. And the Prophet Isa, we are now having double barrel, aka AK-47 in his hand, loaded with bullets of mass destruction. And as soon as I saw, and I began to panic, let me tell you, in the face of Sharia law, that is why this message is coming up for you, to know what to do. And to know, of course, how to prepare yourself to conduct yourself. That you shouldn't worn out, you shouldn't faint out, you shouldn't wither in the face of Sharia law. Rather be composed and be determined Be optimistic and say, put yourself together and talk to your Heavenly Father. Because in this vision, I couldn't even remember prayer. I couldn't even remember Yehovah. I was just calling, oh my mother, this is death. Oh my mother, that has come. This is death. Oh my mother. And he was just, try to release that trigger on me. A voice dumped on me and say, this is not time to say Ijeme. Ijeme has nothing to do with this. Calling your mama have nothing to do with this. Pray to Yahuwah for a divine protection. As soon as I received that message in my spirit, and I began to pray, Abba Yahuwah, protect me divinely, protect me, give me divine protection in your mighty name. As soon as I make that prayer, Prophet Isa shot at me, but he missed it. And to him, he said that he's going to release it on my utterance. He said, I'm going to blow off your utterance, your neck. He said, because he knew me. Because I was the one to reveal him to the world. He said, because I knew him and I exposed him. Therefore, he said he's going to, the way he was conquered, the way he was, the way he handled that gun is to release it straight to my neck, just like Charles Kirk. But Abba Yehovah, through the help of Abba Yehovah, that bullet bypassed me. Therefore, we started running again. Now, we got to a place, because in this vision we will run. And if we don't see any of their destruction, we also try to gather a little strength. So we now pause. So number one commandment that preceded. Number one commandment. Okay, number one command, say, you motherfucker, get the fuck out of this fucking land. Okay, scriptures to still validate that. Okay, Revelation 12. Now, the red dragon deceived the entire world. I'm not going to be reading, okay? Let's just quote it. The red dragon deceiveth the entire world. Where is it now? The red dragon deceiveth the entire world. I'm not also going to be reading this Quran. We just quote it. Allah is the best deceiver, okay? Oh, this one is also huge again. No, the red dragon deceived the entire world. Genesis 3, we see how Allah did it over there. Oh, my father wanted to read this. Oh, my father, this is huge. What is this? How am I going to do this, Abba? Should I be titled? Oh, my father, I don't want them to title. Or should I just do it? Then I will redo it after Yahushua has come. Yes, that's my plan A. And my plan B, I know already. It's already, I jot it down already. If this side don't work, I will just shift it on the other side, okay? So, let me just quote. Revelation 12:9. It said the red dragon deceived the entire world. And how is Allah being written? That old serpent. It said the red dragon, that old serpent, okay? Let's go to how Allah is being written in Arabic, or so whatever, I don't care. You see, this is Allah, people. This is Allah. This is how Allah is being written, and this is literal snake. Revelation 12:9 said, the red dragon, that old serpent, is still referring you to where he began this nonsense, okay? Where he began his whatever ministries of lies, twister. That old serpent, okay? He's coming to discuss the royal law again, like he did with the woman. Now, you see how Allah is very written? A snake and his beheaded sword. And this literal snake, you see his head. This is Allah written. You see Allah's head. You see Allah's head as a snake. Okay, let me come this side. You see Allah's head as a snake. You see Allah beheaded sword. This is it. This is it. You see his beheaded sword is always at his head. Allah is going to finish the entire world. And to my amazement, the entire world population, languages, or rather, the entire world has about 195 languages or so. Excuse me. Okay, let's just put it so. 195 language on earth, but it's more than that anyways. Countries, okay, yes, countries on earth is 195 countries. And we know the languages in it is a lot, okay? But Allah did not mix cause in every other languages. Guess what? In Hebrew, Allah simply makes cause. Don't break it down as God. Take it down to the Hebrew and the numeric code. Allah simply makes cause as what? As in the cause serpent in Genesis 3. Allah's name simply means cause, okay? You see, is it coincident? Of course not. Everything is ministry. Okay, the red dragon deceived the entire world, that old serpent, okay? That old serpent. Okay, let me read. I don't really care. Let me read. I will also read the Quran. Where is it? Revelation 12, 9. This message is huge. Okay, maybe I will do away with the ark. Why Christians want to rapture? And then where is the ark of Noah? I will remove those ones, okay? Yes, we can use that one to form another message. Let me just do only this one. And the great dragon, Revelation 12, 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan. They are together. They are of one mind, which deceiveth the what? The whole world. Some part. No. The whole. Allah is going to darken the entire world. He was cast out into the what earth? Is he already? In Jerusalem. Sitting in his throne. The mosque. And his angels. We are cast out with him. Not even demons. So it's angels. Okay. That old serpent. So let's go to Quran. I bet you will help your daughter. Just help me. That old serpent. We see how Allah is written. It's a snake. So that you will know what is coming to you. It's a bite of serpent. The administration is a bite of serpent. It's coming. It's coming. Where is it now? Where is this fucking Quran? Yes, let me be using your fucking language for you. Where is this motherfucker Quran? By Yahuwah, have mercy. Let me come. I'm coming here, excuse me. All right, so let's read Quran chapter 3, verses 54. It said the red dragon deceived the entire world, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Allah confirms that over here from the noble Quran, okay? Quran chapter 3, verses 54. 54. And they, the unbelievers, planned to deceive. And Allah planned to deceive the unbeliever. And Allah is the best of deceivers. Quran, Noble Quran, chapter 7, verses 99. This is confirmed by Allah. Are they then saved from Allah's deception? No one feels safe from Allah's deception except those that shall what? Perish. Does that adding up? Does that make sense? If I don't believe Allah, if I don't allow Allah to deceive me, therefore I will be perishing? No. The one that pushed Allah back from deceiving, that is the one that will be saved, okay? Say, are they then saved? Who is going to be saved from Allah's deception? Is the best of all deceive, okay? Noble Quran, chapter 8, verses 30. And unbeliever, when they, and remember, when the unbelievers plot deception against you, O Muhammad, to imprison you, or to kill you, or to expel you, they plot deception. But Allah also plots deception, and Allah is the best of all deceivers. John 8:44 said, you are of your father the devil. He's a liar. He's a murderer and the father of all liars. Now listen, Allah said, I do this more than you. This is their Quran, okay? Don't tell me nonsense. Now, we read that already. So, 2 Chronicle, like I said, we'll be removing those two titles, those 2 points, to make it flexible and not too heavy also. So I will do those one apart. Or should I call this one part 1? I don't know. All right now. Okay. Where am I? Okay. 2 Chronicle chapter 7, verses 14. If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sins. What is sin? Break it down, royal, okay? And we heal their land. Why do the land needs to be healed? Because demon is already being unleashed. You see, over 8 billion souls, in like manner over 8 billion demons. because Allah, you know, bestowed upon every living soul on earth one demon to work with. Now, prior to who is Allah, He has already released one demon to stand by me. And you, one demon to walk with you. So, no way out. No way out. Therefore, I will still add the vision, but I will not narrate the vision any longer. In the other one, okay? In the other one, I will still add the vision, but I will not narrate it. I will just, okay, it's okay. Let's read. So the land is filled now with demon, okay? We are still at point 1. We still have 4 to go. The one I'm not able to really liberate on the way it is, the way it's supposed to be, the way it should have been. Therefore, I will be taking it to the other one. Will be doing midst of the week, okay? Because on the Shabbat, I just leave that out to do the feast, or rather the last great day of Feast of Tabernacle. So, where is the other part I wanted to read? This is heavy again. Okay, I read Quran already. You see all Quran. Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, testimony will be established. All right, now let us read Zechariah. Yes, the Satanic Trinity. Okay, is here. All 3 are here already. Zechariah chapter 5. Zechariah chapter 5. Oh my Abba. Aaron. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. Okay, let's title this part 1. Yeah, let's do part 1. Yeah, let's just title it part 1. So maybe that of the Shabbat, I can postpone it. Yeah, I can postpone that one to next week Shabbat. Excuse me, midst of the week. So we'll be doing the part 2. Shabbat, okay? This is part 1. Because I'm still on just point 1. I still have 4 to go. It's a lot. So this is part 1. Family, this is absolutely part 1. Now I read. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said, where is the flying roll again? In the cloud. And he said unto me, what sayest thou? And I answered, I saw a flying roll, and length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. This thing is a curse. Allah is coming to curse both free and bond, rich, and it's going to curse everybody. For everyone that stealeth, Allah is a thief, and Jesus is a thief. The devil cometh not. That is John 10:10. But to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Yahushua said, Revelation 3:1, strengthen what is left, for he's about to die. Allah is coming to steal it from you. They are thieves. So for everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side, according to it. And everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side, according to it. For I will bring it forth, said Yahweh of hosts, and it shall ever, what am I saying? And it shall enter into the house of the thief. That is the wrath of Abba Yahweh. We are also dealing with, in the other hand, double wrath. Okay, the wrath of the dragon and the wrath of Abba Yahweh. Now that we are doing part 2, so we'll also do a little bit of the wrath of Abba Yahweh. Okay, I read. And into the house, okay, take 4 again. I will bring it forth, saith Yahweh of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, into the house of him that sweareth falsely. Hypocrite. We also got this account in Daniel, because it's going to swear falsely. Islam. Oh, no. And it shall remain in the midst of his house. He said the curse is already there. And shall consume it with the tambrate, with the tamber thereof, and the stones thereof 5. Then, now listen, here is the Satanic Trinity. Then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, Lift up now thy eyes and see what is this that goeth forth. Another sight to be behold. 6. And I said, What is it? And he said, This is an ephod. You know what is ephod? Ephod is like a basket, okay? A basket, not like ephod is basket, okay? And like kind of a throne where three deities seated. Okay, ephod is a basket. That is Easter basket, okay? Now listen, 6. I take it again. And I said, What is it? And he said, This is an ephod that goeth forth. He said, Moreover, this is their resemblance through all the earth, through all the entire world, okay? This message, I said the voice of Allah, it was just like a net, a web that connect all of us together one time. Hey, you motherfucker, get the fuck out of this fucking land. So now we also read the fucking Quran. Yes, every Allah is fucking. We heard from the fucking Allah and we heard the fucking Quran. Yes. I just discovered this language. If you are a constant follower, you be around how many years? You know, I don't use foul language as this, but Allah, spoke to the entire world in this fucking manner. Now, verse 7. And behold, there was lifted up a talent of lead, and this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the ephod. 8. And he said, This is wickedness. And he cast it into the midst of the ephod, and he cast the weight of the lead upon the mouth thereof. Then lifted I up my eyes and looked, and behold, there came out 2 women. We see in the circle, or rather, in the center of the ephod. Okay, let me go back to Jesus and Allah and Mahdi again. Allah was first of all discovered. Then the 2 women, these 2 people, women, Jesus is a woman. These 2, Mahdi and Jesus, okay, they now lifted up Allah to the cloud. Allah don't stress. I wonder. And I'm still wondering. And I wondered, is this the man that say is going to be making peace with the entire world? How true is this? Anyway, the royal law says so. Peace agreement. But Allah is not negotiable. Allah is not negotiable. He don't negotiate nothing. He get what he wants at his command. He just receive what he wants. He don't negotiate. Allah was so dreadful. Now, the woman was number 1. I will break it down for you. Okay, what the nature of woman? You see, one was first of all in the center of that ephod, and we see the other 2 women. Verse 7 now. Okay, 7 women sat inside the ephod. 7, okay, let me take that. And behold, there was lifted up a talent of lead, and this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the ephod. This is the midst. It's like a throne. Mist, okay, he's here. You see it now? That is Allah. So let's proceed. 8. And he said, This is wickedness. Wickedness is already in the Holy Land, okay? And he cast it into the midst of the ephod. Abayuwab keep shaking. Keep shaking. It keeps shaking. It scattered the whole mentality now for Zechariah to see more about what is going on. Not just only that one, there's still 2 more you need to see. And he cast the weight of lead upon the mouth thereof. Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, there came out 2 women. Now, he first of all saw just one. Meanwhile, another 2 is still hiding there. And the wind, listen now, isn't that what I saw? And the wind was in their wings. These people, they don't go by car, by flight, by auto, whatever. They disappeared and reappeared. Simple as that. Very easy life for them. For they had wings in their wings of a stork, witches and wizards. And they lifted up the ephod. Come on now. They lifted up the ephod between the earth and the heaven. Are you getting it? Let me tell you, sometimes when I begin to listen to Islamic eschatology, how things is going to play out in their own side, I will begin to say, how can this be, Abba? Because this is serious. How? How is this going to be playing out? Can this indeed be? But it is true. Now listen, 10. They're going to lift higher. Revelation 13, as we just read, that the first beast and the second beast caused the entire world to worship the dragon. What are you saying? What are you saying? Do you know what is before you? Do you know what is standing before you? Let me tell you, like I said, every single over 8 billion of souls will be attended to demon by demon. That is like me now. Let me be using myself. I'm not exempting myself because I'm not death spirit to enter Noah's ark. I'm death spirit. I'm not also death spirit. That is why I have plan B. Okay? So that I won't be offended and I won't be disappointed. No. When you focus on just one, therefore you're going to be offended. You're going to be picking offense. And that is going to be, bringing distraction. That you won't be able to do what is necessarily to be done in the face of affliction. So I have plan B. And I also encourage you to do that. It is of great glory. All hope is not lost. Now listen. We see the middleman. He said they're going to be bringing worship unto this Allah. Lifted up the throne of Allah between the earth and the earth is going to be ascending on high. 10. Then said I to the angel that talked with me, where do this brought the ephod? How? Where are they going to be fixing this ephod? And he said unto me to build it an house in the land of China, and it shall be established and set there upon our own base. He say her, he say she. Now what is her? What is she? What is woman? Okay, now Babylon, China. Just go and read Genesis 11. The person that begins this one word order, it is simply Nimrod, and it's coming back as a radical Muslim. Is the second horseman or ma, the red horse. Okay, confusion. So it's going to take away peace. When peace is gone, what is left for you? Chaos, confusion. And where do we first of all experience what is confusion? Where do we got that? Genesis 11. That is their base, Babylonian system. Confusion is coming. You know what is Islam? Do you know what Islam means? Submission. Now, if somebody is going to be submitting unto Allah willingly or forcefully, like go, I'll break it down for you and I. So it's a very aggressive word, insulting, commanding, that you should leave this land right away. What is this land? Everything you ever know, abandon. That is not the way of life, because now is the God of the world. That is not the way I intend for you. You must live on earth by my own instruction and commandment. Can say if you mess with me, I take off your fucking head. I blow it off. Remember, we are still working with the first voice that preceded out of that gigantic man in Jerusalem, sitting in the middle part between the two men, commanded. Now he said, now let's do the two women. Okay, where's the scripture for that? The two women. Let me see. Okay, I didn't. Okay. Now let me just say it. The two women. Okay, we'll still get the clarity when we come to part 2. But let me break it. Now, if you read Genesis chapter 15, verses 7 through 18, we're not going to be reading that because that one has to do, I think, with the end also, or the second one. I think we're going to also be doing the second commandment of Allah now. We are still working with the first voice that preceded, okay? Now, Hagar and Keturah. If you read Genesis chapter, okay, let me not add that one. We'll break it down. We'll come to the second voice. Okay, now we see Ishmael was given, we are given to the God of his mother, Agar. And Agar is the daughter of Pharaoh, Egypt, the Egyptians, okay? And Allah is the God of Egypt. It's in the world history. It's not like I'm not lying, okay? And it's also a Mu god. So now, Muslim is getting their inheritance through who? Woman, Agar. In Lakman Christian, Keturah. Keturah is the daughter of Babylon, lived in Canaan in the east, gave 6 children unto Papa Abraham, and when he died, Papa Abraham, before he died, he sent Ishmael out of the family. He gave him gift. He also sent out of the family the sons of Keturah, also gave them a gift. So, this religion came from women. When you also go to that Genesis, where I just quoted 15, okay, verses 7 through 18, you're also going to be seeing over there, Abiwa make it so clear in prophecy that Papa Abraham is going to be working with 3 women. The number 1 was Heifer. Heifer is a female cow. And the number 2 was she-goat. I don't need to break that one down, isn't it? She-goat. That one we know already, she-goat. So the third one was ram, lamb, which is the male. It said male. Which is Mama Isaac. That one has nothing to do with feminist now. That one is masculine. Because our religion, rather, okay, our book is not about feminist. It's about masculine. Man is the owner of the book. We, the women, we follow suit. We are just helper. The kingdom belongs to them. We will follow them in supporting them. That is our own. We are not feminist. The kingdom of Abiwa is not feminist, but that of Allah is feminist. That is why a lot of vaginas in the kingdom of Allah. Reward, because reward came from women. Reward came from women. Ishmael was given to his mama. Go to the God of your mother. And he got a gift. And Keturah's children, we also give it to Keturah's God. The son, worship. Go to the God, goes to the Babylonian. Yes, go and worship son. You have no part in this family. A gift will be given unto them. So that is why the prophet Ezekiel began to see this religion in Babylon as a woman. The gift, their ranks, their power came from women, feminists. And remember Genesis 3. Woman also gave the kingdom unto the dragon. Woman also helped the dragon, the snake, that old serpent. Are you getting it? That is why everything we see in Islam has to do with women reward, women reward, women reward. Their right hand possession is woman. Their right hand possession on earth is woman. Their right hand possession in heaven is also women, 72 virgins. And all will be 6 years old. And you heard already Jesus is going to be married, and exactly what I saw in my vision. Anyway, we are seeing it. In part 2, we keep on digging into the mystery of PGC, okay? This is, I'm just unraveling or unfolding, okay, the Jesus in Islam unto you. You don't know him. And I want you to know him. Not to know him, to obey him, but to know him and put your house in order. Put your house in a very good shape. Make peace with Yahuwah. Wherever you have missed the mark, it's not yet too late for you to fix it. Okay? And you will also be having plan A and B. In case you've been disqualified, maybe there is some kind of nerves in you that needs to be cleansed up in the face of affliction, like the congregation of Thyatira, no, rather Smyrna. There is a mess in them that needs to be cleansed in the face of affliction. Okay? So, you shouldn't just focus your heart to enter the ark. Also have plan B. In case I'm not count, in case I'm not found worthy. Therefore, you will just run to plan B. You won't be, short of idea. You won't be confused at all. You won't be, short of what to do. You already know what to do. I prep my house already. And this is what I'm also encouraging you to prep your house. I can call this era we are now a preparation time, a time to be prepared. Don't let fire enter your house before you begin to look for fire extinguisher to come and, quench it for you. No, prepare beforehand. That's what we are saying. Now, what was the other part I wanted to read? We are seeing, the number one commandment, okay? I want to be clear. The number one commandment. So what verse? Let me check out the scripture. Okay, yes. One more scripture to go. Then we'll not shift into two. Maybe we'll be able to do 2 here or 3. So let's shift now into Revelations chapter 16. We're going to be seeing the 3 deity over there. They are also there again. They are not hiding. What are you waiting for? What are you still waiting for? You wanted to appear before you started running here and there. No room to do that. You will be short of what to do. You will be confused. You can't. You won't be able to do it. Now that your head is still a bit correct, your head is still working very well, or your whatever 22 bones on your brain is still functioning very well, it is now you need to figure out. It is now you need to reason well. It is now you need to prep for this very event. Out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, testimony will be established. Science is on it. And the royal law is on it. And Quran is on it. So what confirmation you think this earth is going to continue until eternity? You are just living on it as if it is your own, as if you own it. You build it. It's not going to be destroyed. Oh, come on now. Don't be deceived. It will be destroyed by fire. This earth, this very, very one we dwell in, this very earth we are living in, is about to get rid. Now, Revelation 15. No, rather 16, verses 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits, like frog. Where do we experience frog? In the land of Egypt again. We are returning back to Egypt. And there, oh my Abba. Anyways, the Ark of Noah. Anyways, let me read. And I saw 3 unclean spirits, like frog, come out of the mouth of the dragon, that is Allah, and out of the mouth of the beast, which is in this, prior to this very passage, this is Mahdi, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. Jesus Christ is a prophet in Islam. And here is not plural. It's just single. This is Jesus. Beast, that is Mahdi, Islam Messiah. But according to their again eschatology, okay, their beliefs, okay, they said Mahdi can't do without Jesus. Mahdi is going to be praying to Jesus to supply him what to do. So Mahdi is the baby here. And Allah is the general overseer of all. When Allah speaks, Jesus will just speak Mahdi, let's go. They will just disappear and carry out the very desire of Allah. Okay? Now 14, for these are the spirits of devils, working miracles which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world to gather them to the battle of the great day of Yahuwah Almighty Elohim. It's serious, eh? Sharia law is deadly. Now verses 19. And the great city was divided into 3 parts. And the cities of the nations fell. And great Babylon came in remembrance before Yahuwah to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. When you take the mark of the beast, this is what is going to follow. This is what is going to follow, people. The wrath of Abba Yahuwah is double wrath. But if you don't take the mark of the beast, you still retain the 5 pillars. That is also Islamic 5 pillars. It is also another 5 commandments from Allah issued from the heart of Allah with a very aggressive voice. Here you motherfucker. Get a fuck out of this fucking land. If you mess with me, I blow off your fucking head. Everything is fucking here. Okay. So with this being said, we are done with the very first voice that issued out of the mouth of the red dragon, which is Allah. You see? So these are the men. Allah is acting like a God, like a father, like a Yahuwah. You know, Yahuwah is in the truth. In his throne, And who is working for Yahuwah? Yahushua and Ruach HaKodesh. You will see Genesis chapter 1 for that. The spirit Wufa, when the earth were void, said the spirit of Yahuwah and the word of Yahuwah. And indeed, on this ground, it is the Holy Spirit and Yahushua working with us by Yahuwah's commandment. In like manner, we also have this system. Allah don't go to war. Allah don't go to battle. Just say it out. I say his voice is commanding. Any word that issues out of his mouth is a commandment and is a law for over 8 billion or souls to attend to. So let's proceed into the second voice now. We are done with the first voice. Christian. We know. So boy yegbe. So boy yegbe. So boy yegbe. So boy yegbe. Gbowe yokpa. Na bege mi no riru wokpa. So boy yegbe. Gbowe yokpa. Na bege mi no riru wokpa. So boy yegbe. Allah gbowe you wokpa. Ni mambie na bege mi no riru wokpa. So boy yegbe. I can't translate this. I said it's about to get ray. Now I want to put like in the wokpa. What is wokpa? Is it a bow? To unravel what is hidden inside the ephod or a bow. Okay, let's leave that one. Okay, now second voice that issued out of the voice of Allah. Let's do this. Now, after this, like I said, when the first voice issued out, I ran for my life. Everybody, not just me alone. Okay, and Prophet Isa and Mahdi disappeared and said they want to slay me. Okay, because excuse me, just Isa, Prophet Isa alone. Okay, with Double Barrett wanted to Anabayewa help me in that vision that I should pray. Not Iyemo, no panicky, no panicky. You will not ever remember what to say. Sharia law is so dreadful. The sight is so frightening. So frightening. You won't even remember what to say. Panicky. You would just be panicky. That was how I was seriously panicky. Now listen, in that vision before Abayewa helped me out. So afterwards, when he missed the trigger, therefore another voice came. Now what was the other voice that came? Allah opened his mouth so wide, his fiery mouth, hungry, aggressive mouth, extreme hungered mouth, and releases the second commandment, the second pillar of Islam, and say first assignment to go. He said not to go. He said first assignment. It is this fucking sun worship. No. Oh, Abayewa, help your daughter. It's not my language. You say I'm strongly with fucky. Now it said first assignment to go. It is this fucky song worshiper. Oh my father, how did he say it? Fucky song worshiper. Okay. Hey, my father, fucky song. It said first assignment. It is this fucky song worshiper. Oh, my father, yes. But he used that fucky twice. And I'm trying to see how he used it on this second commandment of Allah. He said, first assignment. It is this fucky sun worshiper. Okay, it is this fucky sun fucky worshiper. Correct. Because, and it will be releasing that statement with such a heavy hunger. Like God will break it down for us. Aggressive. Extreme hunger. It said, first assignment. It is this fucky son, fucky worshiper. Correct. Oh, but Abayewa, you see your daughter is speaking American English now. Hey, Abayewa, you see your daughter don't they knock American English. Am I going to be saying Allah is teaching me American English? Because this is what he said. This is what the language he was using for me. Using not just me, for all of us. Over 8 billion souls on earth. He said, first assignment, it is this fucking song, fucking worshiper. Now, I never knew. Me, I thought Christendom was also among us, with us in the streets. I never knew that Christian will hide inside the church. Allah fished them out by his single commandment. When he say, as soon as he releases, as soon as that utterance is released, Prophet Isa and Mahdi know what to do. And all the over 800 billions, demons released to work with each one of us, know what to do. They flooded the land. The land was polluted, occupied with alien, unclean spirit. Now, say first assignment, it is this fucking son, fucking worshiper. Fucking son, fucking worshiper. And as soon as he said that, the sun, the light, not sun. Meanwhile, I forgot this. When Allah, the entire world became a field, and there was still light. We were not in darkness. I have to say the way it is. Nobody was in darkness, okay? We were never in darkness. There was light. So we still have this ability to see each other. The light was still shining. Come on now. It was still like a broad day light. So Abba Yehovah, the great light was still working. It was still working. Now, what light was darkening? That is the sun, the literal sun, worshiper. It said first assignment, it is this fucking sun, fucking worshiper. And right away, almost the light in the all churches, because Christians were hiding inside churches. All of them, they were never in the street. Okay, could that be the rapture? Could that be? That could be the rapture. That could be where Jesus kept them. They were hiding inside church. And I never knew Christians were not part of us. I never knew Christians were among us on the street. I never knew Christians were just relaxing inside the church. And they were saying, come on out. When Allah releases, say first assignment, it is this fucking son, fucking worshiper. And right away, Prophet Isa, Mahdi, and all the legions of aliens, right away, the light that was also coming from Christendom switched off. Their own department now became dark. Every single churches on earth, dark like a black charcoal. And when they now see that they were in darkness, they now run to meet us on the street. Because in the street, we were still having light. We were still having light. Though we were running, we fled for our life. But where are you going to run to? Your demon stand by you. Like my angel stand by me. And my demon also stand by me. Because Allah bestowed demon. He dashed all of us. He bestowed upon every single one on earth demon to work with us. Just as Abba also positioned angel upon everyone, angel, ministry angel, upon the people of the book. We all also have our own ministry angel standing by us. In like manner, Allah also sent forth his demon to stand on our left hand, while the angel of Abba was standing on our right hand. Every single elect here, we have our own personal angel attending unto us. In like manner, Allah said he's going to make himself like the Most High. So he also bestowed demon to stand by us. Therefore, no way out. You think you are running, that demon will run after you. It will run after you. Definitely. So when Christians saw that Allah fished them out and their churches became dark, they also joined us on the street. They joined us. Then all of us started running again. It was running all through. Oh, it's running. So now I would like to present this. That is what we are doing. Now the second voice that came from Allah, he said, first assignment. It is this fucking son, fucking worshiper. Light right away. Light in the churches all over the world switched off by the commandment of this gigantic Allah from Mosque in Jerusalem. Revelation 9:1. And the fifth angel, remember fifth? 5 pillars, 5 points, 5 pillars of Islam, and 5 truths left now in the Christendom. Allah is so obsessed. He's coming to get it out. He's coming to get it out. If you don't sin, He will wipe you out. And that wiping is true. If you don't renounce these 5 pillars, truth, you know about the Son of Jehovah, not Jesus, okay? Therefore, Allah is going to remove you from existence, but that should be fine. That would have been glory on you. That you prefer to die than taking the mark of the beast. That you still stand by the truth, you know. I say no, it worth dying for. And that is going to be sending you to mass. Adam Boso is like this earth, and it's wonderful also, isn't it? Compared to link of fire. It's no rest there, night and day. That is the wrath of Abayewa. When you deny the truth, you knows the little one. Yahushua says, strengthen it, for it's about to die. It's the nature of this segment, you Christian around me. Are you going to be putting your house and prep? It is time for prep. You just go and prep, okay? Revelation 9:1. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fell from heaven. You know we're looking straight to the cloud. And Allah said, here I am. I'm not going to say hello from the sky. I am also here with you. I'm just your neighbor, or rather your God. You must submissive unto me. Islam simply means be submissive. You think going to be submissive willingly, it is by sword. Forcefully against your will. Against your heart desire. You're going to be shouting Allahu Akbar. But it will be better Allah wipe you off than you take that nonsense version of Allah, how He did it. Okay, we'll be narrating that. Let me first of all read here. Revelation 9:1. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fell from heaven. Because Abayewa already shook him out. Onto the earth, he shook him out already. You can't be hiding. Come and do. Don't worry. Come and do your final works. Come and just do your works and get out of here. And let me bring in my paradise. New earth. Unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. These people, they are coming from the pit. Moon, planet, is a pit. Mercury is a pit. Key is authority. And Abayewa gave it unto him. Why do Abayewa do that? Because 64% world population, it is Allah's. It belongs to Allah. And Yahushua said, clear me the way, because He's coming to join with us, the 8%, and we will not enter the Ark of Noah. We're going to be jubilating about the 28% that is going to be facing Sharia law. We're going to be their keeper. We're going to be supplying food to them in this wilderness, the end of the earth, the Ark of Noah. We have 2 faces of Noah's Ark. Just like his signs of his coming, like the days of Noah and like the days of Lot. Okay, Noah's Ark is for the 8%. The cave of a Lot, okay, is the end of the earth, where the 28% of world population, the people of the book, is going to be hiding, but nevertheless, Sharia law will still cut them up, and it will still behead them. But fine, they will be resurrected at the first resurrection. Now I read verses 2. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as a smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by the reason of the smoke of the pit. He said, first assignment, it is this fucking worshiper. And the light just off one time. This is the commandment. This is Allah's commandment. Oh, Christian with great disappointment. So that place you were hiding, that was the rapture where Jesus raptured you all to. Okay. Now, I will play that video before we see. I think we're going to be stopping with 2. Then we'll do the 3. And why Christians want to run away. But now you know already why they want to run away. They don't want to go through Sharia. It's horrible. And me too. Also, I wanted to escape it, but I don't know if I will be found worthy. That would depend on by Yahuwah. Okay, saying that I'm not the, yeah, they said Jesus is also going to be becoming a married man. Man. Anyways, it's none of my business. So let's play the video again.
Guys, the rapture is still in 10 or 11 days on September 23rd and
Hunter
24th
moon,
this year
full
of the
moon,
Julian
super
calendar.
moon.
That's why I say it's still on September 23rd and 24th, guys.
Oh.
On our Gregorian calendar, it'll be on
Oh,
October
sweetheart,
6th.
you're going to be
Side
so,
note, please don't say that 6-7
heartbroken
meme if you
because
can
Jesus
anymore.
cannot
It's
fly you.
definitely a
Sorry.
demonic
Oh,
manifestation
I love
of
your
the rapture that will be on the
determination,
6th
but
through the 7th. Guys, I've already
you are
explained
giving
a
it to
bunch of
demon.
times
You
on
don't
my
know
newest
demon.
videos of why it's going to be
You just
in 10
gave
or
your
11 days
faith
on the 6th or
unto
7th, or you
demon.
call it
Jesus is
the
a demon.
23rd and 24th of September, Julian calendar, the calendar Jesus
This
used.
guy
Now
have a
look at this
strong faith,
testimony that my friend shared with me, pretty much explaining
but
all
it's
that's going on,
satanic
the
faith
mocking and
anyways.
scoffing of the situation, how the rapture really is going to be on the full moon of the 6th and the 7th of October, which is the 23rd and 24th of September, and look at all that he has to say about it. Guys, we're going home.
The 24th, I had this very profound prophetic dream that I asked for from the Lord, and in this dream, I was in my house, and there were tons of people going crazy,
heartbroken.
like trying to build
Sorry,
themselves up and
guys.
prepare for the apocalypse and gain defenses for what is to
You
come.
gave your trust
And
unto a
I was
demon
just walking in peace with the Lord and telling them
that is not
you know,
worthy
this
to
event
reward
is
you.
soon to happen. Like
This is
the
how faith
apocalypse, the
anyway
rapture,
should
all
have
of
been.
these
They are so
things are
determined.
very
Okay.
soon, right around the corner. And so
Oh.
during the whole dream, I was telling
I pity
everybody
you,
that nobody
sweetheart.
believed me. Everybody was scoffing and mocking me.
Original
And at the very end of the
sweetheart.
dream, just to make it simple, I was sitting outside with my mom and my dad, who I haven't seen in many years, and we were looking at the sun and the moon in the sky at the same time, and the moon was full.
Guys, quick little note. He said the moon is full. And what kind of moon is there going to be on the 6th and the 7th? That's right, a full moon.
The
And
full
what
moon,
does
super
Psalm
moon,
81 verse 3
Hunter's
say
moon,
about the Feast of
harvest moon
Trumpets?
also. Big
Blow
God.
the horn at the new moon and
October
our
7.
solemn feast day on the full moon.
And Jesus said that is the day
Guys,
he's
we're
going to
going
rapture them.
And during this
Oh,
time,
wow.
something unzipped next to
It's
the sun,
heartbroken.
and it appeared to be Jesus. And he took all the fire away from the sun and whipped it like a whirlwind around. And as that happened, I was telling my mom, like, turn around and look, look, look. And she was scared too, but as soon
Okay, that's where I want to play. Did you just get that? He said the sun and the moon and Jesus was also there. And Jesus now came and took the fire. He quenched it. He said he also whipped the sun with whirlwind. Are you getting it? Whirlwind. How? What a heartbroken. What a heartbreaks. You see children's faith, but they give it to demon. Don't give what don't give what is holy unto pig and dogs. Oh, Rabasekeyaba. Ew, ave so boy yegbe. Ave so boy yegbe. Aki ave so boy yegbe. Aki agbo where you walk ma. Na beg him no ru walk ma. Aki agbo where you walk ma. Na beg him no ru walk ma o. Alaki agbo where you walk ma. Ew, ni Christian beg him no ru walk ma. Ew, Yahweh so boy yegbe o. Yahweh so boy yegbe. Ew. See children's faith. This guy have a great faith, but he's giving what is holy unto pig and dog. I think I'm going to be stopping mocking them because sometimes it pains my heart. But this is how faith should have been working. Getting ready to die for what you believe. You see, now, next week now, Tuesday, Jesus cannot rapture them. And this guy is going to be so heartbroken. I tell you of a sure word. You see, as Jesus ran away from Gregorian calendar because he should have been flying them into his paradise on September 23rd and 24th. And we see Jesus couldn't. He failed woefully. All right. So, as he failed woefully, on the 24th, whereby these guys were still expecting rapture, and Jesus now, gave this guy the vision that they were looking at the sky. The moon and the sun were together. All of a sudden, Jesus came up. He shows up. It took all the fire from the sun. It took all the authority. I illustrate already. What was that fire? The little truth Christians have. Jesus Christ is gonna remove all from them. All. And he also flogged them. Now, you see the smoke that is sent from the pit, because smoke again represents prayers and a deity presence, okay? That is Islam. Ascent, resurrection. It's going to darken the sun. First to go, it's a first assignment. It is this fucking sun, fucking worshiper, okay? All of a sudden, the light off and the ground. Anyways, yeah, a few of them were beheaded. Yeah, a few of them. And a lot of them also ran to the street, okay? But Islam behead few of them. Yeah, few of them were determined. Yes, that was true. I have to tell you the way it is, even though I'm against them. Few were beheaded. I don't know what transpired. It's Sharia law anyways. So we see their head removed from their shoulder. Okay. Then we were still running. Everybody, we keep running in this vision. Running to where? You run to right, they are there. You run to left, Allah voice is there. Where are you running to? There was no way out. Where to where? Where is a safe place? And me, I was mama's daughter. I was running to my mother's house in that vision. Where? So it's my mother's house. They can't got me or they can't find me. Nowhere to run to. We were just confused, running front and back. Now, where's the other scripture? I think we'll be ending with this second commandment of Allah. Okay, we read that already. Now, according to where am I going to be reading? Okay, yes, Genesis. Like I said, I'll be reading Genesis 15. So I just only going to be reading now. About to inherit the land. He said, hey, you motherfucker, get a fork out of this fucking land. That is to say, now you are under me. What you used to know, this planet, Earth, you used to know, the freedom you used to have. You gallivant here, Allah said, no way. Your going and out is going to be regulated by my own instruction. We are still here on Earth, but it's going to be the Earth and become the Earth of Islam. Sharia law. He said they're going to be so wealthy. Riches. I will tell you how they became wealthy. That is the point 3. I will be establishing point 3 and 4. Let me see if I will be able to do that here. Now, Genesis, okay, chapter 15. Let's take 7. I read. And he said unto him, I am Yahuwah that brought thee out of the land of Chaldeans to give thee this land to inherit. It's about to inherit the land. Islam also going to be inherit the land for a little season. Okay. 8. And he said, Yahuwah Elohim, whereby shall I know that I shall inherit the land? How am I going to know? I bet you will give the son. Let's see, check out the son. Here, Papa Abraham was still barren, and his name was Abraham. Okay, not yet father of many nations. Okay, all these 3 religions came from him. 9. And he said unto him, take me an heifer of 3 years. Heifer simply means female goat. Female cow. Take me an heifer of 3 years. 3 again. 3 years old. And a she goat. We don't need breakdown of that. Of 3 years old again. And a ram masculine of 3 years old, and a turtle dove, and a young pigeon. And here, Leviticus chapter 12 is about child dedication, okay? So here, even in the beginning, Abayewa was communicating, revealing through prophecy unto Papa Abraham that you're going to be dealing with 3 women, Hagar, Mama Sarah, and Keturah. Indeed, they walk with 3 women, okay? 3 women gave birth to children for him. Male child, all, okay? But the first woman and the second woman, we are being, these children, Ishmael was being given to the God, to her mother God. Go, just go away. We sent him out of the family. That is why Allah have no son. Because Ishmael don't have father figure, be rejected, be cast out, okay? And we also see his mother was a slave in our house. Yes, Allah again is a slave master, and that is the only religion that exists in Islam, or rather, only functioning slavery system that exists. Allah is not a father, okay? Allah is not a father. Allah is a slave master. If you say you are a slave of Allah, that makes Allah a slave master, okay? Now, we see the Keturah also will be released to the God's 6 children. Sons will also be given to Keturah, send out of the family. See Genesis chapter 25 for that. You will see where Papa Abraham gave them gift. So Islam is about to eat their final gift, okay? Yes, they're about to enjoy their final gift. vagina, anyways, and money. They're gonna be so wealthy. All right now. So it's about childbirth. And he took unto him all this and divided them in midst, and laid each of pieces upon against one another. And but the bells divided he not. 11. And when the fowls, that is foul spirit, okay, came down upon the carcassy, Abram drove them away. Who was that foul spirit? It is Ishmael, and it is the sons of Keturah. 6 Genesis 25 for that. You will see all their names over there, 6 children. Okay, that is why Christianity is the largest religion on earth, because their mama Keturah also gave birth to 6 sons in our house. 12. Now listen, Papa Abraham drove them away, gave them gifts, extend them out of the family. That he said you can never be you can never co-inherit anything in the family with Isaac. He sent them out. Isaac was the masculine. Okay, he retained the kingdom. 12. And when the sun, listen now, come on now. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Papa Abraham, and lo, and horror of great darkness fell upon him. Come on now, people. Remember what we just read. Psalms chapter 90. It said, day after day and night after night, they display knowledge. So what governs the day? It is the sun. And what governs the night? It is the moon. And it said now, the sun go down. Oh, Christian, oh. First assignment. It is this fucking sun, fucking worshiper. You are fucking, fucking sun, fucking worshiper. Okay? And right away, the light in all churches switched off automatically by Allah's commandment. That light just switched off. And Christians ran to meet us on the street. And Islamic men now carry out their duty. Jesus and Allah gave commandment to the, to their assigning demon to take off their head if you don't convert to Islam. Like what we just read from their Imam. That Christian would be converted to Islam. The true believer will be converted to Islam. And again, quickly let me chip this in. Why is Allah sending Jesus on earth? Because I also saw that because they said Christians misunderstood Jesus Christ. How? By saying Allah have a son, that Jesus Christ is the son of Allah, that Jesus died in the cross, Jesus was buried, and Jesus was resurrected. They said that is the number one reason, obvious reason, Allah is sending Jesus. Go and tell these people the lie they put on you, like we just said. Should we play that video again? Let us play it for a better understanding. I think we'll be ending with the second commandment of Allah. How people, you don't know how this is going to play out. It's dreadful, okay? Let's listen.
And when Dajjal sees Isa, he will begin to melt like salt dissolving in water.
Story.
Because Dajjal knows his end has come. It will be Isa, peace be upon him, who delivers the final blow at the gate of Lud in Palestine.
Okay, in Palestine.
Where truth and falsehood meet
That is,
face to face. And truth prevails.
That is
Once
only
and for all. After that, the world will see peace.
Okay.
True peace. Not the false peace of politicians.
Okay.
But the tranquility of
Mahdi
divine
is also
order.
political, okay?
Under the leadership of Imam Mahdi and Prophet
Nigeria is
Isa,
also political.
the earth will pour out its blessings. Wealth will be so abundant that no
this
one will
video is so
accept
useful.
charity.
I will tell you how they became
Justice
so wealthy.
will cover the lands like never before.
Okay, Sharia
The
law.
Ummah will unite under one
One
banner,
order.
one truth, one Lord. And the followers of Isa, the sincere among them, will return to the truth of Islam.
Did you get
The
that?
lies written in his name will be erased.
Did you just get
And the
that?
world will remember that Isa, peace be upon him, was never the son of God, but the servant of God.
Woohoo!
And when his mission is complete,
All right.
Isa
This video, thank you Abayewa for helping me to find this video. A lot of research I did. Yes, I have a lot of video, but this one, oh my father, it helps so much. It helps so much. It helps so much. It works for me so powerfully. Now listen, the sincere believer. And those are the ones that's going to be taking the mark of the beast. Only few, but their blood will sprinkled on the ground of the earth. All right. Now you see, it said, a great horror I take the good. Genesis 15:11. And when the fowl came down upon the carcass, Abraham drove them away. Abraham drove them away. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abraham. And lo, an aurora of great darkness fell upon him. Islam is an aurora of great darkness. Genesis 16. Abba Yehovah make it so clear that Ishmael is a white donkey of a man. His head is going to be against all nations. It's not by fighting, no, by authority of hell. I think I'll be stopping over here. Yes, let's stop over there. You can take it down to 18. So, Christian, we see all three already connect together. That was how they light off. Let me see another scriptures. I need to read other scriptures. Okay, Quran now. Chapter 4, verses 157 stroke 158. Okay. Stroke 1. How did Allah did it? I don't want to read this Quran because I don't fucking have fucking time for fucking Allah. Yes, it is your language. Let me be using it for you. I have no fucking time for fucking Allah, okay? And I have no fucking time for fucking Quran. Yeah? So Allah is teaching me now the American English. You know, America is the first citizen on earth. So Allah is going to be starting his political movement from not just from only because I'm getting some understanding over here, not just from Jerusalem or Jerusalem. Jerusalem is where he's going to be sitting, but his political assignment will be is going to spread from America. Fucking begin to speak American English. I'm not going to be reading this fucking Quran. I don't have the fucking time for fucking Quran and fucking Allah. Now listen. Hey, Abba Yawo, your daughter is speaking American fucking English. The very one the fucking Allah taught me in the dream. I don't see something. Now listen. How did Allah did it? Because like I said, I have no fucking time to read the fucking Quran or fucking Allah. How did the fucking Allah did it? See how the fucking Allah did it. Where I just quoted, fucking Quran chapter 4, and fucking verses 157 through 158. And this is how the fucking Allah did this fucking wonder. Now listen. He said, they did not crucify Isa, that so he made to appear in our face. Allah make it so for us to say, Allah, they crucify him. He said, but rather, Allah flew Messiah or Isa to his paradise. Now, how did Allah do the exchange? This is how fucking Allah did the fucking miracle. That Judas, where the one goes to the cross. How did Allah did this fucking miracle of his, the fucking Allah? Judas betrayed Isa unto the Roman armies. Okay, now when he told them, I know where Isa is, which is Jesus. Okay, Prophet Isa. I know where Prophet Isa is hiding, and I know where he is. Give me so amount. I will disclose his hiding place for you people, and the covenant, whatever, with Judas. And Judas now took them to go and show them where Prophet Isa was hiding. Okay, now when as soon as they got to the house, right away Allah now quickly take the head of Judas and now put it on the head of Prophet Isa, and he now took the head of Prophet Isa and now put it on the head of Judas. That the Roman armies now begin to see Prophet Isa as Judas, so they did not touch him. Allah quickly flew him right away to his paradise. Therefore, the Roman army now lay hold on Judas because they will not see Judas as Prophet Isa, and they now took Judas to the cross, nailed him to the cross, and crucified him on the cross. This is how Allah did these fucking wonders. Are you not fucking amazing? Because this fucking will be used on this Allah, okay? After that, I will stop it. I promise. It's what I had. Say, first assignment, it is this fucking song, fucking worshiper. And it's not joking, I mean it. So that was how Allah did that fucking miracle. Okay. So this is what Isa, Prophet Isa, is going to be teaching as soon as he surface here on earth. This is what he's going to be teaching, okay? Exactly. This is what he's going to be teaching. This is what he's going to be teaching. Now, Revelation 17 and Revelation 18, we will end with this, okay? It's good I break it into two. We're going to be ending with this, okay? Revelation 17, let's read. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon the many waters, and with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. Becca is in the wilderness. Okay. Ishmael grew up in the wilderness. And yet Jesus Christ always flew people to wilderness for rapture. And I saw a woman, a gay, is a religion. And I saw a woman sat upon a scarlet colored beast. This is Islam, okay? They are in the wilderness. They are waiting for their bear to be ring. I go give mama tonight. I feel me fin Jesus gele. I go give me tonight. I feel my fin Jesus tate. I go give me tonight. I feel my fin Jesus now. I go give me tonight. I feel my fin Jesus tate. I go give me tonight. I feel my feet just now. I go give me to now. I feel my feet just Jesus in Christianity is already been wounded, and he's fighting so hard for healing, and Allah is going to be giving him that healing. Now, verses 4. And the woman was erased. Oh, okay, let me reiterate. And okay, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns, the red beast, okay? And the woman was enriched in purple, and purple simply means early royalty, wealth, or riches, and cloth, okay, and decked with gold, and precious stones, and pearls, having golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornications. Do you know what is their right hand? Knocking ministry. Only knocking ministry. Sexual intercourse. Bang married woman, single people. That is what I saw in this vision. It's horrible. 5 now. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon. That Jesus in Christianity is a mystery indeed. But the one in Islam, isn't. And the mother of harlot, prostitute. And the abominations of the earth. What is Mecca being called? Mother of all settlement. He said, Allah said he's the best of all deceivers. He said he's the one to stop this madness, okay? And I saw the woman, or should we pick it from here? Revelation 17 and 18, because it's long. It's almost 3 hours now. I'm tired already. And to read these 2 chapters, okay, oh my, okay, let me keep reading. And I saw the woman drunk with the blood of the saint and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered, okay, with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, wherefore did that's okay, let's press into 18 now. That is where the judgment is. The beast that ascended from the pit, it teared down the great hall, which is Christianity. Now, Revelation 18. And after this, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lighted up with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is falling, he's falling, and he's become the habitation of devils and the hold of every foul spirit. This is the demon that is going to indwell people. They are already here, but they cannot enter me. But I know they stand by me, but they can't enter me. They can't possess me. No, because they stand by you. When you disagree, they cannot enter, but you will be killed. When you disagree, yes, they can't enter you, but you will be killed. But when you accept, they will just, you become unclean, they will enter you. Genetically modified organism. And a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. You see their hate. You see their hate speech. Okay, now, get the fuck out of this fucking land. Hey, you all motherfucker. Get the fuck out of this fucking land. If you mess with me, I will blow off your fucking head. 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchandise of the earth was rich through the abundance of our delicacy. Christian, you see how 5 private jets? But Islam is about to take over. Every fucking business is bad. Every fucking house payment is bad. 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, is the nature of this segment, okay? That ye be not partaker of her sin, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Deluge is coming. And for her sin have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. What is iniquity? Lawlessness. And reward her, even as she reward you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she had filled, feed to her double. This is Christianity, and this is the angel telling Abiwa to punish them doubly. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and I am no widow. I am no widow, a widow, and shall see no sorrow. Christian, who is going to make one? Jesus is going to fly them into heaven. And therefore shall her plagues come on her one day, that and money and famine, and shall she be utterly burnt with fire. Islam is coming with fire. For strong is Yahuwah who judgeth her. Abba Yahweh is going to use Islam to judge her. Christian 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and live deliciously with her shall, and lament, for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, the great city, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment. And the merchandise of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth her merchandise anymore. No more Sunday, happy Christmas, happy New Year, no everything, Easter, come on now, it's over. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones, and the pearls and fine linen and purple and sling and scarlet, all thy work, and all manner vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious stones, as precious wood, and bronze, and iron, and marble, cinnamon, and odors, and ornaments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men, and the fruit that thy soul lusted after, all departed from thee, and all things which were whatever goodly departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. No, this is Christianity. The merchandise of this, say no more. I will keep this one. We'll still read it. We'll still read it. When we come to prosperity, this is how they become so wealthy. Any Christian that have 10 billion, 5 billion is for Islam. If not, 9 billion. This is how they became so wealthy. I leave this. We'll talk about this. I will read it all, how they become so rich. Since we are still on it. Thank you, I love you so much. I give you all the glory. I give you all the honor, adoration. This message is huge. We only treat about just 2 commandments of Allah. We still have 3 to go. This is part 1, family. Follow up with part 2 if you are worthy of salvation, so that you will know how to prep your plan A and plan B. Okay, if A failed, you just right away, don't delay, switch into B. It is of great glory and it is of eternal joy also for you. If you are unworthy to enter the paradise or the new earth, of course, you will be found worthy to enter amongst the Adam Bosu. It's like this earth is even larger than this earth. Okay. If you don't take Sharia law, this is your final test. Abayawa is testing you again. It is your final test. You missed it all. Although you messed it up, you missed it all. But still one more test to go. And if you pass it, phew, you entered Adam Bosu. I love you so much, Abba. All right, family. With this being said, you hear from me, Mr. of the Week. We continue. I'm out.